All right, so welcome everyone back to Sweden. Oh no.
Well, he's not here. That's
Yeah.
he wiped out and he had to, his nurses.
Yeah.
Just default back in.
Just to refresh our memories of our characters, I'm just going to go around the table, starting with Aaron. Aaron, reintroduce your character and what we know about them.
All right. Again, I'm Freaky Zeke Frank. I'm a bit of a weirdo, outcast. 14. Let's see here. I have a pet ferret.
Banana.
I haven't named it.
Yeah. Banana.
Named Banana.
Oh, named Banana.
Named Chiquita.
Is that true? Is that canon now?
What?
Ferret's named Banana?
All in favor?
Oh.
We call it banana.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
Where's the slinky banana?
Excuse me?
Awesome. We're young and innocent, right?
Is that what she calls it?
It's a lot hornier than I was sold to be. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's see, what else?
Nickel, you're only 11. Close your ears, please.
Oh my god. My anchor is my neighbor, who's a bit of an outcast of his own, but we just kind of hit it off, and then my problem that I deal with a lot is I get picked on and beat up a lot by a lot of stupid headbangers.
Oh, awkward.
So I have a problem with that. Other than I do have a decent relationship with
Blast.
what below is Blast.
Blast.
Yeah. So
Short for
even though I'm just always a little more nervous. So, and then I get along really easily with Peter Guy.
Chip.
Chip. That makes
Peter
sense.
Guy.
Yeah.
I get wrong really well with what's his name
This
over here.
guy.
Yeah.
That guy.
He's my best friend. I don't know
Floppy
if
bears.
you're There's that guy over there.
So, all right. Is that good enough?
Good enough.
Sorry.
Fuck ball. All right.
Yeah.
So I'm late because I fell asleep in my chair and I woke up scrambling, so I'm still a little.
That is some old
I'm
person
jealous.
stuff. Yeah.
Get it
Yeah,
when
you'll be
you can.
infuriated.
That's what I say.
That's what I say too.
Yeah.
Get it when you can.
Right. Yeah.
Everything.
Mhm. Yep.
I think you banked a lot of time since you're usually here so early that
I do. I normally have to get my help myself some headspace.
all right. You're whatever your name is. You're next.
So, my name is Lucas, but I go by Chip because
Okay,
I'm a
that's great.
computer geek.
Next, Christian. I'm kidding, Chip.
Computer geek. I like solving puzzles. Kind of like Frank over here.
Is that
believes-
50 piece?
Hmm?
Up to 50 piece puzzles now.
Yeah.
Fizzles.
Puzzles.
Pizzle.
I mean, I and you, the right beside each other.
You know, I have troubles with bullies. But I'm using some of my computer stuff to help Glass with some of his music. And that's kind of about it. My uncle is my anchor. He's kind of an engineer and does a lot of neat stuff, so I really respect that and kind of want to learn a lot from him.
Cool. Oh, freaky. Bring it down. Do you live with your mom or dad? I know your parents are divorced.
Everyone.
Yeah, everyone knows that.
My dad.
You live with your dad.
it's pretty obvious.
We would
All right.
pick on you if you hadn't broken them up.
All right, Blast, you're up.
Blast. Unlike what the AI summary said, I'm not an aspiring musician. I would like to think that I'm well recognized, respected black metal musician.
Absolutely nobody.
A legendary black metal musician.
On my way to being legend. It'll take some time.
What's the step before legendary? Noteworthy?
Up and coming.
That still sounds like
Yeah.
Yeah, it still sounds like. Yeah.
We'll say noteworthy
Well
for now
named.
until a better.
Named, I like that.
Okay.
It's a highly acclaimed black.
Highly acclaimed.
Yes, within the small black.
Regionally, nationally, universally.
Worldwide, baby.
Yes, there's one fan
Probably
in North
within-
America, so why?
Universally
Yes.
acclaimed black metal musician
Yeah,
Yeah.
you
and cultural gatekeeper.
put it on the ARPANET,
Known through the whole high school.
shipped it.
I was amused by the fact that the AI decided to put that you were culturally gatekeeping,
Oh, really?
cultural gatekeeper
I mean,
for
it's-
black metal.
It's
That's
That
true.
is
so funny.
Hilarious.
Really?
But it picked that up in the transcript.
All black
It's
metal
just
musicians
in
are.
general, yeah.
They're cultural gatekeepers, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's awesome.
But just the fact that it picked up on that, even though it thought that Heidi ran Freaky Deaky, and that Freaky
Yeah.
Deaky was a girl, or Freaky Zeke.
So,
Anyway, continue.
the problem is that my girlfriend, Lays, her family's moving to Norway, so
Yes.
gotta make it big.
I mean,
Gotta make it big so I can follow her. And when I'm not hanging out with you guys or stuck in school, I'm often hanging down at the tape shop. Hanging out with a guy named Thor who runs the place, or maybe he doesn't run the place. Maybe he's just like a minimum wage,
Yeah.
whatever. But
10
he's
series
there.
of place.
he's there. We swap tapes. And
And
Get
Thor looked like currently playing Kingpin on Daredevil.
oh God, that's terrifying. Vincent D'Onofrio?
Because if you think back,
Mm-hmm.
one of Vincent's earliest roles was playing Thor in Adventures in Babysitting in the 80s.
Oh my god.
And he looked
Oh.
fantastic
Oh,
as Thor. Because he was
Yeah,
young.
no,
and he
The
was
word
young.
that the little girl thought
oh,
he
you
was
just
Thor.
really
Well, they
messed
kind
my
of-
head
I
up.
know.
They left it ambiguous as to whether
I
it was
had
really
no
Thor.
idea that was him.
That was Vincent, yeah.
so, yeah, he can do that before he grows up to be a detective or shoots himself in the Marine boot camp.
Sure.
Yeah.
Whatever he decides to do.
Yeah, a little this, a little that,
Two
options for black
Right.
musicians.
Yeah, he always gives me goosebumps, but I guess not.
So wait, do you see him in almost said Boys and Men, in Men in Black?
Voice.
He does seem to look completely different in every
He
role.
really
does.
does. He can
Yeah.
really.
Really haven't seen him. I haven't seen him in anything earlier than Full Metal Jacket, though,
More.
that I can think of. But whatever. Yeah, it's blessed. Or if anyone happens to know Space Mutiny or Mystery Science Theater, it was actually named after a character in there. It's one of the main bad guy, not the main bad guy, but I guess lieutenant. Every time he shows up on screen, either Mike, Crow, or Tom will come up with a new name for him, and one of the names is Blast Hard Cheese.
Oh my
Blast
God.
Hard, jeez. Oh my
great.
gosh.
That's
All right.
where it came from.
Fantastic.
We'll take it. All right, Ingela.
I'm being glad. Everybody calls me Sparky at home because, I tinker with the tractor and keep it running. Just, think of your hardcore 4-H kid. That's kind of how I represent. Yeah. The fifth one is for Hella.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But yeah, she spends a lot of time outdoors. She really likes to watch animals. And her dog is with her all the time. Ziggy. We'll just patiently wait outside when she's in stupid school. And she likes to go hunting by herself. She likes to be by herself a lot. Because animals are cooler than people. Duh. And the guy or the person, I guess I didn't say if it was a male or female, that taught her how to hunt is her anchor. And she's supposed to help the officer this weekend with something on her boat. I don't know really what that's all about, but I'm kind of curious. Yeah, that's her.
Thank you, Ingela. And now, Jackie,
Jackie.
tell
All
us
right.
about yourself.
Yeah, I'm Jackie. I'm 13, American exchange student, extremely judgmental, as always. And the janitor at the school hates her guts because she's like kind of on the popular side. when she's not hanging out with this group, she's usually on the phone with her secret Leslie girlfriend, way back in America. I could say that to any of our viewers who think I might not be gay somehow. Yeah, she's pretty chill, I'd like to say.
And what's her iconic item?
Oh, it's a bag of bouncy balls. She gives one out to every one of her best friends, like people she considers good enough to be like best friends with. So everyone in the group has one.
Except you.
Yeah.
Yes. I can't.
Does she have like amazing skill with it, like can get it to bounce from anywhere to anywhere?
Sure, that's
Are
a
you
great
asking
idea.
that she is evolving.
It wasn't directly,
Just
but now
because
I
she's a
am.
popular kid doesn't mean.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else for you?
I don't believe so.
Then lastly, we have Jasper.
Okay.
Nico.
Okay. Is that how I say my name now? Okay. So my character's name is Alden, but he goes by Nickel, and he's 11. And let's see what else. My anchor is the janitor for some reason. I don't know why. And then I don't remember. There's but my special item is a knife. Yeah.
So stuff you into.
I don't know. I'm
Not
forgetting.
being at home. I
Not
think I
being at
remember.
home. Yeah.
Why? What's wrong with home?
Parents.
They
Don't
Don't
understand.
They I mean, I'm 11 years old, but yeah. Yeah.
You're a tough kid.
Yeah.
And a troublemaker.
11, that's where it all starts to go wrong.
Right?
Uh-huh.
Who's your anchor?
I already said the janitor.
Oh, sorry. What's your item?
Name's Dan.
I already said knife.
I mean, what's your pride?
That's a
My
kind of anchor.
my pride.
A damn
Honestly.
thing.
My drive?
I
The one
don't
that's like the
Pride.
two
Oh,
triangles.
that I stood up to a
Okay,
teacher.
okay.
Which teacher was it?
I don't remember.
Make it.
I don't
Should
know.
we say?
Anything. I don't know.
Anything. Teacher.
All of them.
I threw it to every teacher on Earth.
Yeah.
Thank you. I almost got your nerves again. Thank you.
Mhm.
One thing we need to do before we go any further is we need to
Level up.
Yeah.
How's it work here? Is it
What
kind of
would
like
that mean?
Shadowrun where you get
Yeah.
karma or something?
Oh yeah,
It's
it's like
like
points we
kinda
can
add-
add on somewhere.
You actually just get a year older.
Well, that too,
So we're
but
less lucky
You
and
lose less.
more,
Yeah.
yeah, more skill.
at the end of a mystery, you go through the where you gather your experience points, and how that works is that you are asked 5 questions. If you answer yes to all 5 questions,
There's a test.
then you get 5 points.
Well, that sounds easy.
So-
Right,
You've already given the answer.
Yes, yes, yes,
But they have
yes,
to be
yes.
they have to be truthful.
Oh,
The 5 questions are: did you participate in the session? So you always get at least 1 XP.
Yes.
Have you been in trouble because of your problem or your relationships during the course of the mystery? Did you use or struggle with your pride during the mystery?
use or struggle.
Did you put yourself at risk for the other kids? That's a question. And then the 5th question is: have you learned something new? If you have, what is it? Your kid has your kid learned?
Yeah.
So yes, those are the 5 questions. It takes 5 XP to raise an attribute by 1 point. So if you answer yes to all 5 questions, you can use them to raise an attribute. And then also you can switch things like all of your background stuff, character stuff, like your drive and your pride and even your iconic item or your anchor. You can like change if you feel like something happened during the mystery to make your kid want to change or have to change it.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm
Yeah,
gonna be the
that's-
rocker anymore. I'm gonna be like a deep sea net under. I don't know, like
A
an
deep sea-
underwater.
I think you said a deep sea net.
I was gonna say a deep sea navigator, but then I'm like maybe an underwater welder.
Sure,
Yeah.
I hear that is an extremely safe line of work.
Yeah,
so-
especially for
Absolutely.
children.
Yeah, right?
I didn't work in the mines.
Yeah.
The
I've
mines,
actually
I need
do-
mines.
When I was a DJ at the club up north,
I'll watch it. I don't mind.
I'd like 2.
we knew an undersea welder guy who lived here in town, but he'd be gone for months and months
Really?
and months. Yeah, but he like worked on oil rigs and you know, pipelines and stuff like that.
I learned to rollerblade with a oil rig welder.
What if it was the
alarm
same
welder.
There can't be more than one or two, right?
Was he missing one of his legs?
No, but he had a
Why-
third
why
leg.
the
My guy-
Oh, Jesus.
My guy had an extra leg.
We didn't get that far. We just rollerbladed.
Okay, so what we need to do is we need to figure out actual birthdays for everyone. Now I'm going to say, like, no one is.
Why?
Those of you, because it plays a part in the game. If you age,
Interesting.
if you get a birthday,
Oh,
then
you lose your
certain
lock
things
in.
happen with your stats, and once you hit 16,
And you get boobs.
you're out, and
Oh.
you got to create a kid.
Dang.
So those of you who are
Yeah, I can't
15,
wait.
I would like for the only
Oh,
restriction that I would like is that your birthday fall towards the end of the
I was
year.
gonna say, yeah, I don't want to.
No, I'm sorry, towards
Tomorrow's my birthday.
I'm done.
Bye.
your birthday needs to fall in late spring.
Late spring.
That way you don't age during
My birthday's
this particular set.
My
of
birthday's
restrictions.
yesterday. Now I'm 15.
Honestly,
that
that's
would be
not an
something.
awful idea.
Huh?
Not an
Not
awful
so
idea to
bad.
make it like a couple of days
Zero
ago.
default.
Be like right before the mystery happened to make sure
Right.
that it doesn't.
Well, yeah, but I mean, unless, well, yeah. Well, I mean, what I was going to say is, do you want, as a group, do you want each of you to pick your own birthday, or do you want to just roll randomly for it?
I want
I
you
need,
to
like,
pick a
a D4
birthday
for
for
the
me,
first
since I'm 15, that is going to give me the most amount of time to still be 15 and not get kicked out of the game.
To be live.
For the 10th stage.
The date in the
That way you
game, it's summer. I think
Unless
I
you're
said
doing
it was like
Nickelodeon dates, 'cause that
June
goes
or
up to 73 days.
July.
Oh, that's right.
Let's check the website. Let us consult the Book of Armaments.
Ominous?
Arm mints. You know, mints for your arms.
Isn't that deodorant?
I think so.
Well,
Yeah.
there's such a cool character in Westworld that they just like totally
Which one?
wasted the potential of.
Okay.
Armistice, that woman with almost white hair. She had the snake tattoo going up her neck, I think.
Oh, yeah. I barely remember.
She was
her.
one of the villain robots, but yeah,
Weren't the
Did
robots
you read
just,
that
like,
article I
fighting
sent
for
to you last night?
independence?
I did.
I should not have read that before I went to sleep.
I sent you some follow-up questions.
I didn't look because I was worried.
Which one
about
was it?
That does-
It was
that's
the
needs a
article in the New York Times. It was an opinion piece.
that?
Someone
It
was
needs a
interviewing
zero.
a guy
Yeah,
who
I think-
wrote
Well,
about
the 4 could be a 0.
the next 2 years of AI, basically, and what
So November
2027 and maybe 2028 but
I don't even want to know,
2027
man.
18th.
is going to look
So
like. And
20
like Alex's field is in one of the front waves of jobs that are going to go away, but so many of them will.
2028.
And all the stuff that we don't know.
Have you seen the new AI labyrinths that are coming out now? Basically, people have gotten so sick of AI like scamming their, like stealing their content and stuff. They've started building these like Pandora's
Like
boxes to trap the AI in like a cycle of infinite like files that they can't get out of or something like that.
Interesting.
Sounds nice.
It like crashes them or something.
I've seen people making like a blank zip file.
Yes, yeah.
That extracts to out to like
Zip
some
on.
huge amount.
Yeah.
Yeah, the zip on.
I definitely didn't used to do that to crash BBS back in the day.
Yeah.
Because you could take a text file, an empty text file, which you
Mhm.
press like
Mhm.
99.999%,
Yeah, because it's empty.
and yeah, make it huge and crash BBS with them allegedly.
What's a BBS?
Bulletin
Bulletin
board
board
system.
Oh,
Pre-internet.
gotcha.
Things
Yeah,
you
yeah,
dial up.
yeah. I remember that. I
Back when
remember
modem
that.
was like you had to like dial
That's
it
what
and then
dating
put it
was
on
at.
this box.
Yeah.
I had a
Really good old days.
computer
That's something
parts that I
some ship
kept
would do.
in a closet
300 baud modem.
in the like in the eaves of the apartment that I was in, and I'd have to put all these different wires and stuff together to make it work until I finally got that wonderful sound that meant I could look at my email.
March
Yeah,
8th.
email. That's what you
Uh-huh.
That's your birthday?
wrote. Maybe you did.
Big one,
No,
right
I
now.
was a-
And it's June of '87 currently in the game. But we need to decide: are you each picking your own birthday, or are we?
You can pick. I don't want
you
to
pick for me.
I already rolled for mine.
Did
I
you?
already
I already rolled
June 28th.
November 18th.
Let me start type things down. Aaron, what'd you get again?
March 8th, 87.
What
Oh,
did-
not 87. It is 87.
It is.
Oh, that's
You
awesome.
did it, baby.
Those luck points
You're
must
the
be
baby.
out the window.
Yeah.
Yeah, 15 luck.
Do you have a baby seat on that bike there, Nerves?
Blast, what was yours?
You ever heard of Danny McCaskill?
Blast.
He's a
Blast.
trial.
Blast.
November 18th.
He can't hear. He listens to heavy metal.
November 18th.
November 18th.
Too much heavy metal. He can't hear.
There it is.
Yeah.
Jacob, what was yours?
June 28th.
It makes sense. Because one of them.
Baby
Sitting
metal.
Having
with
such
his friends.
Mathos.
14.
She gets the bike and
I
on a
do
trailer,
87 minus
He gets
14.
progressively more into things. Eventually.
So June 4th.
It's up to
So,
Purple
yeah.
Oh my
Bike.
god.
Whose pets will
And
do
they have all
those?
Everybody.
Oh,
Oh, right.
when you're done with the container, like once it's empty, could I use it? Like
Hi,
whenever.
your birthday
Like,
is June 4th.
Yeah.
the one. No, my little trash can.
Jack, what
It'd
would
be
you
the perfect size.
I will write it on here.
Jackie.
You're Jackie.
Oh, hi. I'm used to. Yeah.
You're the real Jackie.
Yeah.
Right?
October 24th.
Okay.
Shout out to Real Jackie.
Shout out to Real
Hope she's
Jackie.
watching.
Probably.
Nickel, what would you like?
Oh, just anything. I don't know. Pick one. Pick a birthday. I don't know. How to pick.
February 29th.
Yeah, February
That's
29th.
perfect.
30th.
Jasper,
Why
pen
would
and
you do
pencil.
that?
It only
Uh,
works if the year's right.
yes.
Point first. Damn, child.
Yeah. Sorry. I didn't think about that. I didn't think. Oh my god.
How about February 28th?
Okay, sure. Why?
February 29th would only happen once every 4
Okay,
years. 'cause it's
That's
a
awkward.
leap year.
Yeah. Yeah.
I knew it would make his life miserable.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what your birthday
Part
should
of the
be, so
reason
that
you're
you
the
get the least
troublemaker is
birthdays
'cause you're
possible.
the-
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
I should be a leap year baby so that
You're
I
only-
Least
I
birthdays
don't
possible.
age as fast.
You're only technically
Yeah.
4 years old.
Yeah.
All right, so last time we played, which was the first time that we played, it was summer break in an alternate 1980s Sweden on your town is Kunstberga. I think is what it was called. Kunstberga. Kunstberg.
We'll just call it Cunt Town.
That's what we all call it.
Yeah, we're like teenagers.
Yeah, we're totally what we're
Are you
saying.
kidding? When I never ever swore ever.
Never.
Oh,
ever.
nerd.
I went out
Nerd.
I was in the woods with my pony when I was 13, and I
Oh.
whispered the word shit.
Really?
And I was so worried that maybe somebody might
Oh
hurt
my
me, and-
god.
Yeah. So I was.
Oh, they heard you
Yeah.
already.
Thank you.
I am totally 100% there. Matter of fact, that word you
still
just
getting
joked about
emails.
the name of the
Yeah.
town. I've never said that word.
Yeah, it's been.
Yeah.
I never did until he came along. Not saying him, but just like he was so comfortable saying it that I was like, okay, it's just a word, right?
Canceled.
Okay.
Canceled. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
British people say it so much better than.
Oh, I know. I know.
Australians.
Australians
Yeah.
also say it very
Yeah.
extremely well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here it's just.
Coolsies.
So you had some individual scenes when we first got started. A couple of you were hanging out at Freaky's neighbor's house. It just got beat up a little bit by some bullies and got some bumps and bruises and strains. You were investigating animals being poisoned. You were hanging out at the music store listening to the latest from, I can't remember the name of the band was, but some band out there. Jackie was, what are you doing, Jackie?
Being
You were like
cool.
downtown or something.
Being cool and perfect.
Yeah,
it's
just
like,
like usual.
yeah,
Yeah.
just doing that.
Effortlessly.
And then,
Like, how did she do it?
and Nickel just broke out of prison again.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I'm just 11.
I think it's detention.
Yeah.
So you gathered at the bunker when the bell or ringer or siren or whatever is the noon.
Toot.
Yep.
Oh.
The noon toot. as they call
You need to go to the bathroom?
Oh,
Come on now.
Kunstberg.
Oh dear.
No, that would be that would be
The town, the noon cruise. Kunstberg. Signals everyone.
Oh yeah, does a nerd want this book? It's a tiny book.
Oh, the time.
It's a tiny little Lego book.
Oh.
Oh,
think anyone's book nerd.
Nickel is actually living in the bunker.
Yeah.
Because we were kind of-
Because I'm
Oh,
cool
yeah.
like
that.
I
that.
built your house.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Aw,
No,
that's
it's
a
just
cute.
extra Lego piece.
Yeah.
You're not supposed
It's very cute. Oh my gosh.
Discussed the rumors swirling around town about a Loop scientist, a former Loop scientist named Lena, and a local man named Gunnar disappearing together for a romantic getaway. Just adding intrigue to the town's gossip. That's when you first noticed the weird AF birds that were talking and making mechanical noises. Talking about food and shiny trinkets and hooking up with other birds and making little bird babies and whatnot.
Yeah.
Ingela lured one in with crackers and help from Chip discover that it had stitches and a microchip in its head, confirming that it had been tampered with in some fashion, or maybe it was natural. Who knows? Evolution's weird.
Yeah, it is.
This is like Sweden or whatever. I'm surprised Cracker's attracted them. They're probably used to him at this point.
Yeah.
Racial joke.
Racial joke.
That's a safe racial.
But it's about white people.
It
so
is.
It's okay.
And this is Sweden in the 80s, not current.
That's correct. An alternate
80s.
Sweden in an alternate
Right.
80s. And then apparently we broke for dinner, but when we came back, you confirmed that the bird did have the scars and a microchip, but no apparent higher intellect. It seemed to be an ordinary pigeon, yet its thoughts were somehow vocalized through robotic means. You debated whether to release and follow the chicken,
The chicken.
or the pigeon, sorry.
The chicken.
I-
Oh my
I got
god.
constant chicken on my head.
The air chicken. You call it?
Apparently you attempted to rig a tracker. I don't remember doing
Wanna,
that.
oh, I want my mom's
But
blanket.
you tied
Oh,
Yeah, I
ribbon.
think they just mean the ribbon.
Tied a yellow ribbon round the old pigeon. Along the way, following the pigeon, you discovered something disturbing. A growing number of dead birds, not altered ones, normal,
Okay, Grandpa.
unaltered dead birds, and a dead cat, all clearly killed by larger avian predators. The bodies were intact. None had been eaten, suggesting targeted aggression rather than feeding. The scene was grim, with feathers scattered and trauma consistent with claws and beaks, likely from raptors like birds and hawks. What are you doing? Turning the AC down?
I'm making it not pointed at Aaron.
The trail from the pigeon led you.
Too warm in here.
He pointed it out.
I'm a little damp. I need to be
can't
drier.
actually do that.
Make me drier.
Well, at least you're not saying it the other way.
Make me wetter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Moisten me.
I was like, Dr.
I hear you.
Yes, yes.
Moisturize me.
The page thing that monitor that I got, the name of the company is Moistenland.
Oh. That's pretty bad.
Moisten Man was my super name back in the
Oh,
early
Jesus.
80s.
Geese, what is it this time? Good lord.
We're trying to play a game.
They are not very considerate, are they?
They really aren't. They never are.
Thank you. Nope. Moosey, you're always the instigator of the noise.
You want to go fight them again? That'll just make them louder, but at least it'll be fun.
Yeah.
Come on, Bucky.
I'm doing marshmallow.
Are they yelling at the old man?
Yeah.
Rude.
Marshmallow.
Vegetarian.
No, the
We'll see
geese.
how
Oh.
Find the name of the bands that he told me about, the German band that actually started.
So my
making
guess is
music.
that his
But I found
higher
it.
pitch hearing is going,
I'm
and
sorry.
Oh, what?
and
The list of
he
bands,
tends to
those
like
metal
he
bands.
has trouble hearing me because I sold it about class.
There's
It's
some
hear it.
so much
Who's
better
that?
than Bloody Nipples.
Sorry, dog.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hiding. I'm talking about hiding.
I thought you were about Frank. I don't know.
Yeah, our poor little old man who was just a little guy doing his best.
What's the name of? Wasn't it Tim's oldest offspring that, the scariest 4 words thing?
What are you talking
Blood's
about?
the best lube.
What?
I don't remember that.
right, never mind.
Now we're all confused.
D, that's her name.
Something like Saturday Night Plans.
Yeah.
Is Dee the oldest?
Isn't
Somebody is not fun.
Like
Jessica?
Shaggy.
Middle.
There's only 2.
Yeah, I know. Well,
Okay. I think
um,
maybe you're right.
maybe not. I know they were close, but so anyway, the trail of the pigeon led you to a former television host turned reclusive ornithologist named
Matt Tinglebutt.
Oh
Written
my
down
god.
here.
his name is Matt.
Mads
Tinglebutt.
Tinglebutt,
Next.
which is a great name. You got to admit for
Yeah.
for an on-air or a
Matt,
on-telescreen personality.
Tingblad. Matt's
Tinglebutt.
Tingblad.
Tinglebutt.
Tinglebutt.
The AI thought his name was Matt Tinglat.
Oh.
Yeah, MATSTINGBLAD. He was locally known for a failed stunt involving a cliff jump in a bird costume. His house, when you arrived, was surrounded by birdhouses, smelled of droppings, and showed signs of chaos inside.
Broken.
You observed broken objects and shouting from within, but decided not to confront him directly, especially as the pigeon that you were following had flown past his house to the north, which Nerves continued to follow on his own while everyone else stayed at the house. Nerves chased the pigeon to a cliffside overlooking a coastal area where he discovered a massive nest being constructed by the pigeons. The ribbon-marked pigeon was contributing to the nest, placing the scrunchie among the twigs. There are
Aww.
other birds, including gulls and cormorants, attacking inattentive pigeons, creating a brutal and eerie scene. And while Nerves was there, he spotted someone spying on the birds from a distance with binoculars. It was a young girl wearing a Minnie Mouse t-shirt with blonde hair, which when
Somebody
he told
knows.
you about it later, you ended up finding out that it's someone that Freaky actually knows,
Yep.
whose name is
A quarter.
funny character. One of Freaky's NPCs.
Oh,
I'm not even trying to pronounce it, but it's like Mazjat or something like that. MASJAT. Nickname.
Yeah.
In your NPC.
oh, yeah.
MAJSAN.
MAJSAN. Marjson.
Who is, and what did you know about Mazjan?
She's older than me, and she lives by herself in a house, and but like she hates all grown-ups.
Tell me about it.
No.
Like, how old is she?
Wait, she lives by herself in a house?
It's Pippi Longstocking.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I mean, she's Pippi Longstocking, but this one is living like Pippi
Right.
Longstocking. Living La Vida Pippi.
I just remember to kids that being older than someone else could just be a matter of months. Like there's a much greater emphasis placed on much smaller periods of time as being younger or older. In your 50s, like if you're in your 50s, we're basically the same.
Yeah.
Basically dead.
Basically,
Oh,
yeah.
God.
As the American, projected age drops precipitously.
Is it?
It is
That's
going
pretty
down
good.
for the,
Damn.
So you ended up, from what I recall, you ended up climbing the fence to
Yeah.
get into Matt's house.
Yeah. Open the
Donkeys.
Yep.
Yeah.
One of that's specific.
Maybe find a toucan as well.
You eventually confronted Matt. He had recently been attacked by the killer birds and had dried blood all over his upper body and gaping wounds on his face. He was chasing his pet birds around the house to kill them with an axe. He thinks that the time has come when all birds will attack humans. And you can kind of see before you went into the house. You could see
Is this
him
an
chasing
AI
them.
metaphor?
Birds
Not
aren't real,
intentionally.
so-
Oh, okay.
front door was locked.
We had a key.
On the key.
Mats understands that someone had tampered with the birds and made them aggressive and intelligent. He had noticed that pigeons seemed to develop speech instead of aggression. He had counted the birds and seen that they are steadily increasing in number and that they seem to be organizing themselves into increasingly larger groups that are taking control of the wildlife in the area. It is only a matter of time, he believes, before they attack people and animals. He believes that there must be a person or a machine that is manipulating the birds. If it isn't stopped, the Malaran Islands are facing a disaster that will soon spread and potentially threaten the entire country. Or something like that.
Thank goodness I'm going to Norway.
He has also met the scientist Gunnar Granat on several occasions and knows that Gunnar is an expert on the neurology of birds. He also knows that Gunnar recently left his house on the outskirts of Kunstberg and disappeared.
With that lady.
Mats suspects Gunnar of somehow being connected to the other bird. He has noticed that many of the pigeons are moving north and suspects they are building a great nest there. He also noted that
Of what? A few
several...
sticks?
Hmm?
Just pile, just like tossed over there a few sticks.
A great nest.
Yeah, but it's pigeons.
and
Yeah,
a
it's pigeons,
scrunchie.
so it's gonna be a few twigs.
And a scrunchie.
And a scrunchie, yeah.
But many, many pigeons can make many, many twigs for
I think
many
the
nests.
twigs would be a good
He also noted that several of the aggressive birds are flying
Okay.
out over the water and
Scrunchies.
believes that they have their nest on Munso or on one of the smaller islands north of Svartjolander.
In a good way.
That's a Swedish
Okay.
name. Mats has also seen a goshawk hovering over the other killer birds and believes it to be the leader.
Hardest time saying that.
What?
I want to say
Goshawk.
goshawk. Every single time I want to say goshawk.
Goshawk.
Gosh.
Gosh. Gosh.
Gosh,
Nikki.
Oh my god, that was a good one.
Gosh. Okay, then at this point, I can't remember exactly how it happened, but basically where we ended up is that a couple of you were at the library at school where you had an inn because Nickel,
Yep,
you were friends with who
the janitor.
at
Dun,
school,
dun.
Yawn.
whose name is
I forget.
Per, P-E-R.
Her.
Pear.
What's his notable feature?
He farts a lot.
He smells like farts.
Yeah.
I've got that written down.
Do you?
Oh yeah. Nice.
Farts. You can always smell him coming before he actually arrives.
Excuse me?
Whoa.
Oh, gross.
A couple of you went back to the hideout because Chip notably had taken on a couple of conditions that you were wanting to get rid of. And so I believe it was Chip and
Nerves.
Nerves.
Yeah.
Was it just the two of you that went back to the hideout, or was there anyone else?
I'm at the school.
I don't think anyone came with us.
So you guys are at the bunker, and then everyone else is currently in the library at school.
We weren't allowed in.
Yeah.
Pear only let
Yeah.
one nickel and one friend in the building.
Yep.
Who else went in with you? It was you, wasn't it? It was
Yeah.
you and Freaky.
Mhm.
Thank you for the reminder on that. And he gave you 15 minutes to try to find some information regarding a bit of information that was found by Nerves at the bird's nest, which was a piece of metal with a number imprinted on it.
IEX4Z32.
Yep.
We think was part of the ship.
That.
That's what I wrote down.
Yep.
What meant.
It says cover ship magnet next to
Here?
the number on mine.
Magnetrine ship.
Magnetrine.
Yep, it's called a magnetrine ship.
Magnetry
Magnet.
harder.
Right.
Oh my.
Yep. If someone would like to do a comprehend roll, you can see if you can uncover any information about
Mm,
this ID number.
oh, yeah, that'd be the two of them
Yeah,
because
right.
we are not in there. So
But the rest of us went and did something.
Jasper,
Yeah.
do a comprehension
Check the
roll.
transcript.
Oh. Hold on.
Whoever has the best comprehend can do it, and the other
Comprehend.
person can assist.
Oh, that's a good idea.
I have a
Comprehend.
5.
Did we
Oh, you have a
go
plus
back to
5?
the bunker?
Comprehend. I have a 0, so
Oh,
probably
yeah.
shouldn't be me.
Okay. So Freaky can do it, and you can assist.
Yeah. How do I assist
Need a
again?
roll basket.
PC assistance. Double check on that real quick. You're a good boy, puppy.
Turn into the beast.
On.
Yeah.
Or call me, because that's my phone number. Oh my god.
17% chance you get.
Oh! Is that a weighted die?
No, I mean
Okay.
silver, but not
But it's
weight.
not
It's weighty.
time. Yeah.
My book was pressing on a key on the laptop and typed a bunch of random.
How do you hail Satan? I mean, if there is Satan.
I decided that I know what I need.
Lobotomy, counseling.
Oh my god, damn.
Job.
Oh, Mom! Oh my god.
But something that I can purchase at a store.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
I don't bother me.
What is up? Your school?
I was
I was gonna say, what reason people go to play?
Like a stand.
Like a music stand. But
Stand.
one I could put have a book here.
Oh, that's a good idea.
So a music stand for boats.
Yes.
Saw this one, like a medieval one, where it was like a wheel of them, and you could like turn this crank and it would like
Oh.
rotate
I've
to
seen
another
those.
book.
I have
That's
seen
sexy.
those.
Does it have to stand on a lifted surface, or does it have its own stem that hits the ground?
Helping each other.
I have no idea.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's like
That'd
a,
be perfect for DMing.
it's like a Ferris wheel, except the chair
Yeah.
is disconnected.
Okay, that's what it means. So if the roll fails, you get an extra die from Nickel helping you. But if you fail, then you both take condition.
Okay.
Alright, so my skill is a 5, so I get a 6. Roll. I can roll 6. That's right. That's how we work.
It's going to be.
Isn't it like Shadowrun where you're looking for success?
You're looking to roll 6s, but it's typically your attribute plus your skill. So, like if you have in comprehend, if you have you have a mind, you add your mind and your comprehend, and that's how many dice you roll. Holy sweet schnackers!
Right? Comprehend.
Your schnackers are sweet.
5.
You not already have
No,
that
it
added.
can't be 5.
Can't be 5 because the highest you can have is 3.
Oh, so that must be my copied mine down.
I think you just copied them down.
Alright,
Yeah,
so
so it's
it's
5.
On my sheet, I see you have a comprehend of 0 actually, and a mind of 5. So you
Oh,
get
so-
5 dice.
Alright. And then the 1 extra because of the help.
Yep.
No 6.
You want to push it?
Real good.
Now, how does luck work with this?
How do
You get to re-roll failed dice. So you get to re-roll
all of them?
Yeah, but you only get to use it once per mystery, I believe. Is that right? Once per mystery or once per?
Per luck
game.
point.
Rest.
Maybe?
I mean, luck you can use. Should be able, you can't carry. I think you use them all between a mystery, but
I would think so too.
maybe if it's per rest or something.
Luck. You can spend a luck point after a failed dice roll. You cannot go back to the early result. You cannot spend more than 1 luck point on a single dice roll. Oh, your maximum number of luck points is equal to 15 minus your 8. And it's replenished after each play session. So we're actually
Oh.
Just for
Well, there
today.
you go.
everyone's luck is replenished.
Great.
Nice.
I'm back to 0.
So 15. Okay, so I 100 do this because I'm 14.
You're gonna use luck.
Not me.
Yeah. No 6s either.
Okay, do you want to push it?
Did I just do that? Just no, I just did.
No, that was
Oh,
using
push
luck.
it is.
Oh, what's
you
Now
take-
pushing it, you
You take one
a
die away
condition,
and take a condition.
and you both get the same condition.
So your hair would be fabulous.
The condition would be
Injured from the books falling on you.
either upset, scared, exhausted, or injured.
Or broken.
Or broken.
Broken is only broken is tied into if you fill up upset, scared, exhausted, and injured,
Oh.
then you're broken.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
All right, I guess we got
So which condition are you guys gonna take?
Probably upset or excited, one of those two things.
I feel like it's gotta be exhausted because I
When
mean,
you're searching
We've
the
been
books,
running
searching
and
the
running
books.
and
they're dull books. I mean, you're just
Yeah.
looking at robot parts.
Well, maybe would you be upset from finding the information?
Can't find this.
Or I can choose not to do it. We just don't learn anything. I mean, that's what I'm saying.
No.
I mean, because I don't.
I mean, you've already failed the roll, so you're gonna take a condition regardless.
Oh.
Oh, now I'm going to take a second condition.
Yes.
I push it.
Can't we?
Oh.
You're a computer nerd, right? Like, why can't we ask about it on like a chat room or whatever? Is that
He's not there.
He's not
thing?
there.
Well, yeah, but we're out of that.
Oh yeah.
Y'all are doing.
There's
it
not
all-
chat rooms at this time.
I thought that's all it was.
Well,
In the 80s.
we'd have to
Well,
get
not
on a
necessarily
computer, dial it up. Yeah.
Not necessarily a condition, but something negative is going to happen as a result.
Even if I
You're
don't
gonna
push
die.
Right. Just because you failed the roll, something negative is going to happen.
But
I'm not
not
going to
condition.
double. I'm not going to risk more.
But if you do push it and you get a success, then you would not. Then you're
Oh.
technically this is the
You'd be
same thing
absolved
you're
of
doing. You're
the-
just trying different methods of doing the exact
Yeah,
same
I
action.
still don't think so. I've rolled 12 and got none. I'm not going to.
Which-
5's not going to help me.
Give you 5 more chances. Roll a 6.
Use the special one. Can you your metal one? With it?
You want to roll my silver die?
You want to give it a try?
It would be really funny to chuck that full force vampire.
Oh my god.
The burned imprint of whatever. That's my roll right there.
Okay, we'll do it. No 6s.
Damn.
That's my fault.
Okay, so you both are under.
Is it
You
better
both
or-
are upset.
14 dice.
You both take the upset condition.
Okay.
Jasper,
What?
your character is upset,
Oh, damn it. Ah,
and Freaky is upset,
You're like the inverse of a screenager.
yeah.
and you don't know why, but
Ones.
her, the janitor, has apparently decided.
Oh, Jesus.
Um,
What did he decide?
it took so long trying to find this information and coming up empty-handed that your 15 minutes are up. And her comes and collects you and removes you from the school and places you're back outside with the rest of your.
Damn.
He holds you down.
Could 2 more of us try?
Unfortunately, her was the only way to get into the school safely. So now you have to sneak.
Nick it Meg.
Who's sneaky?
I have a 5.
That's there.
I got
There's-
4.
Oh, sneak. Okay. Oh, I have a 5.
My sneaky.
I assume Minerva and I have come back by now.
That can't.
Have they?
After
Have
15
they?
minutes.
Yeah.
You're supposed to.
Say
Aren't
that
you
again?
supposed
I
to?
assume Minerva and I have come back by now after it's in 15, 20 minutes.
If you'd like, sure. That'd be
Okay.
fine.
I assume we would have.
Okay.
It's on my back leg,
Mhm.
and I don't know where it
The
is.
body
Do you
attribute.
think
should
Bucky would be
be,
more comfortable if I held
like,
him,
in all
or
of
is he
the
just
body
gonna
ones.
Wait, really?
So
whine no
the
matter
fact that
what?
that's a 2
Probably hungry.
should at least be
After
a
5.
6
Yeah,
because
well,
you have
allow
4
me
in
to
body.
feed them?
You want?
Okay.
I had no idea.
You want me to feed them out here
Interesting.
or in the
I
house?
yeah, your attributes.
I
are-
would say out here.
Yeah, that would be.
Yeah.
better. Okay.
Alex, apparently my
Alright, roll
attributes
for
are
me
lower
if
than
I
they
need
should
to
be.
roll,
Why is that?
and
He
I'll be right
didn't
back.
add the big number to the little number. you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Sweet food. Come on, Bucky. Sweet food.
Well, yeah, you would just like if you were doing like an investigate roll,
Mhm.
you would
Yeah.
just take your attribute and then add whatever your skill was.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So,
okay.
I just put them added together in the box.
That was your choice. You were free to do that, but not everyone has to be like you.
God.
Yeah, go on.
Jesus.
Jesus.
I'm a popular kid. Everyone does have to be like me. That's the point.
Exactly.
I'm giving you your bouncy ball back.
Mm.
I can't
Wow.
deal with this.
Wow.
Count it. So who is going to try to sneak in?
He already
Do it.
hates my guts. It's not like he's gonna hate me anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do it. I'm already stealing power from them. To...
Is everyone going? I mean,
Okay.
everyone can go.
I'm not going because I don't want to get on his bad side.
I'm doing it.
You're
Ouch.
staying outside.
Yeah.
Freaky, what about you?
I'm upset. I'm sitting outside.
Yeah.
I think I'll probably
We'll just
try
sit outside and
try
be
to sneak
upset.
in. Could you guys distract him?
If you guys wanted
We can go
that, or
we'll go
you
bang on
guys,
the windows down the.
you guys during this scene could go back to
could-
the hideout and
I'll try to remove the.
get rid of the condition.
That'd probably be a good idea.
I can plug in my amp outside the front
Oh,
door and
jeez.
start playing.
Yeah.
All right, Eddie. That was a Stranger Things
I know.
You don't-
Stranger Things.
universe.
Yeah, it was strange
You don't know
thing.
what I'm talking about. Okay, and I'm assuming that Ingela is going to go too. So Ingela, Blast,
Probably.
Chip.
Yes.
Probably.
England's got a fire sneeze.
I've got.
So the four of you, you can actually find a window without too much issue, but you are going to have to do successful sneak rolls to make it there without being detected by old Stinkathon. Let's do this as a. Not an extended trouble, just a regular old trouble.
Nice.
Actually, this might be an extended trouble.
Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so yeah, we'll do it as an extended trouble just because we haven't done one of these yet. I don't think. So there are four of you going in.
Yes.
Sure.
That means the number of successes required is going to be 8.
Dang.
This is going to be a
Oh.
normal threat level for this extended trouble.
Whoa.
You need to make a plan. So what's your guys' plan, and what skill are you going to use? Are each of you going to use as part of the plan to sneak into the library?
Sneak into the library. Well,
Can I just distract him? Because I'm not well that great sneaking.
That could be part of the plan.
I'm all about
I'm trying to see.
getting out here.
I want to make a little cover
I'm
for
a very
it
charming
becomes my
man,
trash
what can
can.
I
in my
say?
closet.
Let me wash out my corpse paint.
Your corpse paint. Oh my god.
So is that the skill you want to use as
Try to
charm?
charm pair out front, and I'm not necessarily going to get in, but I want to make them have the opportunity to get in while Party McGee's talking to me.
Okay, that could be your part of the plan. So you can use that. So you'll be using your charm. What about you, Chip?
So is he doing just I think the janitor, is he just what is he doing? Just kind of cleaning everything up right now?
You imagine, yeah. Typically, he's
I mean, can I see him inside or anything?
make a.
I'm just wondering because if would kind of be able to comprehend kind of like where he would be or what he would be doing, and kind of knowing the layout of the school.
Yeah, try to
Obviously,
inform
going
them,
the
like,
other area,
Right.
and not like walk in the room where he's at.
Yeah, you can
Okay.
use comprehend for that.
Then I'd like to use comprehend for that.
Okay.
I did it, everybody!
Yay! We get to level up now.
Jackie, what about you?
I'll do sneak because
So you're just should just try to ninja your way in.
yeah, I was honestly thinking like if he does get past the distractions, then I could use the bouncy balls as like I could toss it like down the hallway a little bit so it makes a noise over there.
Okay. So now all we need is
Ingla is
See what
maybe going to
Ingla
be the one that actually does the opening up of the windows from the outside. He's really good at either forcing or tinkering.
okay.
So like same score on either one. So,
Okay.
and then,
Let's do tinker. That'll be a little bit less brute force, more
yeah.
more fine precision work for that. So yeah, we'll say Ingela uses tinker. So everyone do a skill check on the skill that you're using for this plan, and you need a total of 8 successes between all 4 of you. You don't have to roll anything. 'Cause
Okay.
you're not.
Like I said, everyone.
Everyone that's part of the plan.
Ah.
You're not part of the plan.
Big
You guys are going back to the hideout to
Yeah, I know.
hug each other and feel
None.
better about
You got
yourselves.
none.
Okay, I got one.
I got
See
one.
what I got.
You better get 6.
You can use a luck if you have one available
I
to reroll failed dice.
I got one.
Wow, look at
Okay.
that. 3 whole successes.
Anyone using a luck?
I'll use a luck.
I'll use a
I'll
lot.
use my
Okay, so
luck.
reroll the ones that you did not roll successes on. If you're using a luck.
I got another one.
Hey, I got 2 more.
Hell
You got
yeah.
3, you got 2,
666.
I got only 1 total.
only 1 total.
Uh,
So it's so
2 total.
3, 4,
2
5.
total,
6.
3 total,
3.
1
so that's-
total. 3, 4, 5,
that's
6. You need
6.
2 more. So
She's not lucky. She's 15.
right.
Did she push it?
Did she
She
roll
chose
though?
to, yeah.
Anything?
Well,
Did you
wait
roll
her to
for
get
her?
back to push
I
it.
rolled for her. Oh, she asked me to roll for her. But,
Oh, she did ask you?
yeah, she actually did.
Oh,
ask me to
okay.
roll for her.
Well, then it's up to you. Do you want her to push it? I
I
don't think she has any conditions right now.
No conditions. Maybe the window closed on her finger. She got in. I don't know.
Yeah.
Injured. Okay.
Maybe. I don't know.
So re-roll for her, and you need 2 more successes.
Zero.
0.
Damn.
You want to push it? Wait,
Okay.
let's push it. Is there anything else that she can
Well,
do?
I have.
I don't think so.
Could I like reasonably use my iconic item in this? Because I said I was going to use the bouncy balls for a distraction if it came to that.
Well,
Yeah, if I'm like out there playing, probably use my jacket to look all more badass.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah.
so you can, as part of an extended trouble,
Mhm.
you can spend conditions to buy successes, basically, to achieve basically a compromise. So if
Yeah, I'll buy one.
2 of you are willing to take on a condition,
Sure.
that would be enough for the 2 successes that you need.
Done. I will be upset that he wasn't completely floored by my music.
And I'll be scared because the weird janitor is coming to get us.
Yeah.
Smelly janitor.
Weird smelly janitor.
Okay. As a compromise, you do make it into the library without being seen by the janitor. However, you feel like you have very limited time to accomplish to find the information that you need. So we're going to need a comprehend roll.
Am I in the library or am I still outside schmoozing there?
You're outside schmoozing, so it's just Ingela
Yeah.
and these 2 in the
So,
library.
You subtract
2.
1 for each condition?
Yes.
Yes.
2 successes.
2 successes.
That's all you needed. You only needed 1.
But I want to super comprehend.
Yeah. And
I'm learning
level up.
stuff on the summer.
Buying effects, there it is. One per additional success. 1 success for someone else facing the same trouble. Okay. Okay, so you find out quickly that the Magnetrine ship with the ID code IEX 4232 was previously used to transport ore in northern Russia. Hello.
Hi.
But it was scrapped a few years ago, and it is now located on an island in the Nordiska Gobi.
Listen, I want to ask why a high school is information on Russian ore trawlers, but I'm not going to look a gift horse in there.
And
you know?
why it has a book of this is every code of every ship and this is what
Right?
happened to it.
Do I get anything for the 2 successes? I get any
High
sort of
five.
bonus?
Yeah.
Because of the bonus, you're able to exit the school without being seen
All
by
right.
her,
Nice.
and without leaving any evidence behind of your.
I like that. Thank you.
Well, how about mine? Want to tell Heidi what she missed?
Yeah.
Your character died.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry.
All right. Was it an epic at least?
No.
No, it was
No.
I know.
Joke on the bird.
Impacted bowel. Yeah. All right.
Okay, Elvis.
Katie, come on. I know you.
I guess no one wants to tell you.
We got through decently okay. Everyone got a condition though, I think.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Do I have a condition?
So the four of you put together a plan,
Yeah.
a plan to get into this, a plan to get into the school. Blast was going to distract the janitor with loud
With-
music being played.
Oh.
Chip was sort of timing his movements in the school to try to get the optimal time to go in. Jackie was, what did you use?
Sneak.
Sneaking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jackie was being the ninja.
Sneaky snake.
And you were using your tinkering skills to get in through the window and everything. And there were some troubling rolls, and you guys had to basically take on conditions to be able to succeed the task. But you did finally, and you were able to find out that the number is from a magnetrine ship that used to be used to transport ore in northern Russia, but was decommissioned and scrapped, and is now on an island north. The island is called, what did I say it was called?
Nordiska Gobi?
Nordiska Gobi, yeah. And once you get back out of the school, you just want to go back to the hideout to meet up with these two knuckleheads, and then
heal our conditions. Yes.
Yeah.
Very smart. Neat.
What?
they smell like that.
Neat.
What?
I never apologize for that.
Why do you smell like meat? Thought you were
Eating
going to the
dogs.
bathroom. I'm confused.
I was getting the dog's food.
Oh.
And I cooked
Oh.
up some beef stock, and I was using the meat from the, the tongue and the shank to
Okay.
entice them to eat their food, which they are gobbling now.
Yeah.
So Bucky's had his carprofen because he has to have that with food, but he hasn't had the rest of his evening pills that he can have like at 8 tonight.
He's just like you.
So do I need to go give him the pills?
Huh?
Do I need to go give him his pills?
No, I said I gave him his carprofen because he has to take that with his food.
Mhm.
At 8 o'clock tonight, when we're done here, we can give him the rest of his evening pills.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, it's a cat. I just felt something tickling my legs.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
That's, I'm trying to figure out. Of course, it's right on the seam where the page is.
Naturally.
Would you like your glasses?
Yeah.
No. It's the thing that I need to see is right in where the page.
Right in the crack.
bend
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
So
Let's
glasses
call it
would not
Goatsy
help.
Island.
Glasses would not assist in the matter at all.
As you peer into the crack.
Ew.
Try stretching it out.
Yeah.
You grab the size and
Yeah.
bend, which I mean, really mean for a book, but or whatever it is,
Yeah.
it would work either way.
Yeah.
So your next option now, after you reconvene at the hideout, what do you guys think? What do you want to pursue next?
Number one, share information. Number two, healing our condition.
Okay.
Will both those things happen?
Um,
I can't believe I didn't use my dog to try to open that window. Throw the dog in.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Hmm.
That is an option.
Yeah. I suppose so.
Leap boy. Leap.
there will be a countdown event.
Oh crap.
What does that mean?
Um,
Nice.
during the course of a mystery, there are countdown events that occur during the course of the mystery that,
As time passes.
as time passes, yeah, things continue to happen in the world around you.
Kind of like, remember when we were playing D&D last time and there were those waves of fear? that
Yeah.
happened? Yeah. All right, so we
Do you
could
remember
heal
that?
quickly. How about that?
I do remember those waves of fear.
Paid very
Oh, you guys
critical
took out-
attention
Mhm.
to how the fear hit you.
Neither of them ate breakfast and they're eating a significant quantity now, so they will need to go outside. Should we
Why didn't they-
reopen the
oh,
door?
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
They didn't eat breakfast because there wasn't anything yummy in the bowl, just the bowl.
Oh, yeah, I couldn't find the dog
Well,
food.
that's-
Oh, no, it's not your fault. It's not your fault. We were out of homemade dog food.
Oh, that makes sense.
That's what
Jezebel's
this,
thrilled
Oh,
to
so
get
they
killed.
like the gourmets.
Jezebel's thrilled to get killed.
really. Bucky, I think, is in so much pain and everything.
Oh,
It
yeah.
takes a lot to entice him to eat. I think he's trying to die, but we're
You're
But-
probably gonna keep
In
going.
there.
yeah,
Blast.
Same.
Yeah.
Blast.
Yeah.
Angela.
yeah.
Yo.
Blasphemy.
Jackie.
With what?
Roll one 6-sided die each of you.
Apparently.
Ones.
One, just one.
Five.
One of your younger brothers
Is dead.
Oh no!
was attacked by birds.
Oh crap!
In the tractor room.
Was it the one I liked?
Seagulls.
Okay.
The
Awkward.
bird that you like?
And badly hurt. They took refuge in a phone booth,
They
and the birds tried to get in until a farmer shot at them with a shotgun, chasing them off.
But he missed the bird.
a phone booth down by the farm.
He was in town at the time.
Okay.
But the farmer brought the shotgun?
Yeah. It's a farming town.
Yeah.
At the edge of town.
Farmington.
Yes.
Hey.
Around the same period of time, there was a large group of killer birds gathered in a playground. The children fled into their houses. The birds were attacking the houses through open windows and chimneys.
Goodness, baby, why?
Did that make it worse?
There were several injuries and possibly deaths.
So this is a countdown of,
That is the
Yeah.
countdown events.
and
The
it's
things
enough
that
of a
are
map of
happening.
like more and more bad things,
Why?
or things in general.
What?
So as more, so are these kind of
Of equal weight, or does the
Well-
intensity increase as
No.
they accumulate?
I was thinking more like, are these things that you just interject when you feel it's the right time, or
As far as what's the game,
yeah,
what
just
are
in
the-
general?
what are
Not,
the rules about using the conditions or the
No,
countdowns?
I was just curious, like countdowns. Is it like something you just be like, yeah, you guys are going too slow. Boom, this is happening. Ingler, your brother died. He ate a bird, and the bird exploded in his throat.
He's got bird flu.
What
Yeah.
exploded in his throat?
The bird.
Okay.
While the
Birds
kids
still
are
got
investigating
assaulted.
what happened to the birds and visit different locations, the killer birds start attacking people. The countdown shows what happens step by step. You should mix scenes where the kids investigate with scenes where they see or hear about the birds' attacks and scenes from everyday life. So yeah, it's just a series of.
Thank you, Jeff.
It is. I would say that they are escalating events in the countdown. So basically, if you guys need help, basically your main options right now are, unless you think you have an idea of what your main options are, in which case I don't want
He's
to
taking
spell
the
it out.
pencil
to you.
away, so I guess we better.
We
Oh,
can-
yeah, the only thing on the camera was just this thing of
Oh.
pretzels.
This entire time.
We could
That's
go investigate
awesome.
the nest
It's one of
again,
the
or
countdown
go
events.
investigate Minnie Mouse.
Yeah, I think we definitely need to check in with Minnie Mouse, and we have Gunnar's address.
Or we can just light the nest on fire.
Wait, is that where Mickey Mouse is staying?
Gunners.
Gunnar, yeah.
Don't know.
I feel
I
like there was some
There
connection.
might be a
Yeah.
pair of people there.
feel like it was discussed that she was staying there when you saw her
think
like out in the
so.
woods.
Yeah.
But,
like-
Yeah.
So I think we should go
Don't
to
think I
that
know what
address.
this is.
Bucky, honey.
and even if she isn't there, it's like still
Maybe
an
set him in the
ornithologist
grass
or
in
whatever.
case he
Right?
needs to know. Yeah.
Ornithologist.
Yeah, and they were
Or-
investigating
Okay.
this, so there might be clues there.
Wanna go potty? Go potty.
He might have an upset tummy. He
Yeah.
sometimes whines like that when he feels like he's going to throw up.
Oh, please.
I'll go potty.
I'm all for blasting.
We should rent our place out as like a Zen meditation area, just quiet and calm,
Serene.
and never
I think
anything
so.
happening. Okay, so is that what you want to do? You want to go investigate, try to find this friend of Freaky's, a freaky
Well,
friend?
Yeah.
Go, go to Gunnar's house. And
Get the fruit on.
We're just
I put him in the grass.
what was the other option?
Is a friend supposed to
Check
Go
out.
burn down the
I don't know.
nest.
Okay.
Or
Oh, burn
Clean it.
down the nest. That
Or-
sounds interesting.
Hey, it's not my idea. I mean, heavy metal, you gotta have some
Stop
fireworks. saying,
Thinking
right?
with your dick, and let's get our heads in the game here.
My head is in the
Hey,
game.
in the game. Nice.
Oh dear.
Nice.
Wow.
We're so
Here
mature.
we are. I mean,
We're in character.
kids.
Mhm.
Yeah.
No, that's my
No one
humor.
ever
Right.
really grows up.
Yeah, me getting to play a 13-year-old really makes it in character.
Yeah.
Finally.
I didn't say it was hard. I just.
I'm good.
Ew.
Nice.
Sparks kind of. Oh, sorry. Were you
No,
using
you're
this? Okay. Kind of edges away from.
Edgy.
I think I might rethink this girlfriend thing.
Yeah.
I wonder if a Norwegian girlfriend to the Swedes is kind of like having a Canadian girlfriend.
I think so.
You wouldn't know her. She goes to a different school.
Yeah.
What was Alex doing?
He was closing the gate.
Oh, that
Mom.
was nice of him. Yes.
After that's empty from
Yes.
pretzels, I'm gonna use it as a little trash can for my car.
Okay.
Yep.
Good idea.
Yeah, I'm crocheting
You
a little
love
cover
your
for
car,
it.
and it makes me.
Yeah, I'm making a little cover for it.
Oh.
That's
It will
cute.
go with your seat covers.
Yep.
That you ever so cleverly made. I still can't get over how you did that.
I need to name it. The car.
And you know what? If you want to do touch-up paint on it, you absolutely can. Don't let me stop you. But ask your dad about doing the hubcaps.
Oh, I
don't
know.
want them to burst into flames.
I know. Yeah.
Aw.
That'll be funny.
Yeah, it's my child.
Yeah.
No.
Just a hubcap. Hubcaps are your children?
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. I really appreciate you guys making me giggle all the time.
Was there anything else specific that you needed to do to be able to get rid of the conditions, or is it just having another person there present?
I thought it was just have the scene
Yeah.
Yeah.
with a friend or your anchor or something.
Spend scene and hide out with other kids taking care of each other. It heals all of your conditions.
All right. So can we remove our conditions then?
What's your scene?
Scene.
What's wrong with shares of those
Oh, you can
What
also
mother?
need to
What?
heal one condition. That's good. Too.
weirdly red?
Except broken. Can't heal broken. All right. So yeah, mark off a condition. Should be many of you.
Wait, me too?
Are
Well, yeah, you
coming?
did that though, earlier.
You don't even have a condition.
Oh my god, I'm good at this.
Yeah, because you and Aaron.
Oh yeah, because I forgot you had to mark it for that. Wait, so
You
I
don't even need to mark it
I don't
anymore.
need to mark it.
Yeah.
anymore.
What are you looking for, Heidi?
Where you mark your.
It's on the top left, second block
Here.
box.
Ah, okay, thank you. The that stock gelled so nicely. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I think that tongue was really key.
The tongue is key. That's
The tongue
what
is
I
key.
The
say.
tongue is key.
Mhm.
Yeah, so if anybody wants some tongue jello,
Ew.
While I'm thinking of it and we're waiting for Christian to come back, is anyone else familiar with Futurama?
I've heard of it.
Are you pretty familiar? Like you've watched many seasons?
I'm not the latest couple, but
I've
yeah.
watched 2
Earlier
episodes.
seasons, yeah.
so you know.
And I'm not as secure in the thought now that I was before, but I feel like later seasons of Futurama got a lot hornier than early
Oh,
seasons.
absolutely.
You think that's true?
Because they weren't on Fox anymore. They were on Hulu.
Right. But
That makes a
because I mean, you
difference.
pointed out accurately that early
There were
seasons
Still funny.
did have
yeah.
some horniness to it, but
I
I
think of
feel
the-
like it
think of the
ramped
time
up
slot.
in
It's
later
not,
seasons.
yeah, like changing.
Well, also, like, that show's been, like,
I guess switching,
started, like, 20 years ago.
I guess switching
Yeah.
providers
Wow,
had
really?
big
It's been canceled, like, 4 times.
Yeah.
Which all the self-referential stuff
Oh,
cracks
yeah.
me up so hard.
But you also have to look at, like, shows get hornier after, like, 10, 15 years.
Yeah.
It's like people.
Nerves can confirm that the direction that you seem to be going for Gunner's house is the same direction that he saw your
Mickey Mouse
girlfriend.
lady.
Your girlfriend.
His Canadian girlfriend.
Freaky's got a girlfriend. The same direction that she seemed to be going.
Which is south.
It is.
Oh my god. Nice.
These are children.
Oh
These are
god.
children.
I'm sorry, were you 15 ever?
No, I was
But
not.
they're both children. So it's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
Legally, I don't
anyway,
think that's
says
true, but
our address itself. So, yeah.
sorry, reading ahead a little bit.
Not allowed.
Yeah, don't do that. That's not allowed at all.
Reading's free.
Yeah.
So you find yourself approaching a 2-story yellow brick house with red roof tiles.
Interesting.
From the outside, you can see that things appear a little unkempt.
How long have they been gone?
Um,
I don't remember when.
we'll say weeks, a matter of weeks rather than days.
Okay.
Good
Um,
on counting.
Oh.
the house is surrounded by a fence,
Again.
another fence. Um, you do note that there seem to be neighbors patrolling the neighborhood on bike paths and trails.
Are they on bikes?
Some of them are, yeah. Although it might be possible to sneak past this neighborhood watch by climbing the fence in the back with
So-
appropriate.
In the afternoon, in broad daylight, there are people patrolling the neighborhood.
Not crowds of people, but like, yeah, 1 or 2 people.
Like they look like they're on neighborhood watch, or they just happen to be walking. Might raise an eye if they see something.
No, I mean, when you live in suburbia long enough, you kind of get an idea of
Got it.
when people are doing normal things and when they're doing like neighborhood watch things. This seems like a neighborhood watch thing.
Is it just like the neighbor who just always needs to know what's going on because they're nosy AF?
Like the neighbors in
Yeah.
Edward Scissorhands.
Are they
It's super
looking
dense.
on the plane of people, or are they looking up?
They're all just looking straight up as they
yeah.
walk down the street.
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta watch out for
No.
For birds.
I know. No, they're keeping their eye out for sure for things in the sky,
Evil
but
birds.
but they seem to be particularly interested in keeping an eye on this particular property, which is the house, the former house of the governor
That's weird.
Yeah.
before he left town.
Maybe it's part of the mystery.
Ooh.
I wonder how Mickey Mouse is getting in it.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, for a second I thought you meant
Dracula.
actual Mickey Mouse. I was like, what is she talking about?
There seems to be a front door.
I've seen
Whoa!
that in this episode of South
Oh, a
Park.
patio.
Mickey and his.
Oh,
Mickey's clubhouse has a
Yeah.
back door. Okay.
So you can like to proceed.
Could we look around for like holes in the fence and stuff like that? See if there's a place where someone else might have gone in there first.
Make an investigate check. if you like.
Quick, act like normal kids.
That's good kid shit.
I'll throw a ball on.
I'm gonna go ask neighborhood watch if they want to buy my new EP.
yeah.
1-6.
Not that you can see, no. But you believe that you could probably scale the fence without too much issue.
Like 2 feet tall.
You can just step over.
It's like Jasper's goose fence.
Oh my god, yeah.
It's like,
So, do we want to try and jump it? Is that the solution here?
Well,
Or I
I'm
could go to
wondering
the
if
front
we could-
door. We are friends. I could just go to the front door and
yeah.
But
knock
the
and
gate's locked. Yeah,
Right.
there's a fence. Everyone's got a fence for some reason.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Can I have Piggy go around the fence and look for a way in? You know, but it's a dog.
I mean, you guys have already kind of
There's not.
went around
Okay.
and checked the area out to
Okay.
see what the best approach is, and climbing the fence at the back seems like it's going to be the best.
Okay.
the
All right.
best idea.
Is there any cover at all?
If you go around the back,
Yeah.
yes.
There is. Okay, so let's go around the back. Let's scale the fence.
You're all able to easily scale the fence. Don't even have to roll for it.
Aww.
Oh, baby, honey. Oh.
Should I go pick him up?
No.
He's just a little guy.
The maximum amount of furosemide he can be on.
Well, come on, puppy. I try to settle down a little bit.
Baby. Thank you.
I can hold him if that helps.
Okay, so now the 6 of you are inside the fence line. You're pretty sure that the pesky neighborhood watch did not catch wind of your activity. And the house sits in front of you. There's a front door and there's a patio door.
Yeah, we came from
Which
the back.
door do I
side.
normally go when I visit her? Is there one door that's used and others?
You.
Have you visited?
This is actually your first time here. The times before when you found out have been
Your
out.
places?
Yeah, in the main house.
Who's going to his
Oh, he sounds so miserable.
Do you want to put him in my lap?
Yeah, come here, baby. His howls are big.
We could go to the patio door and just like peek
Just get
in,
back a little
see
bit.
if we see any like movement or if it's unlocked, that kind of thing.
Okay. You said the patio door?
Yeah.
Okay. You don't see anyone moving around. The room inside, the patio door opens up into the
I was like, what about me?
garage.
Okay.
And the garage is messy and dirty, but otherwise unoccupied. There's no vehicle inside of it. And no people.
The patio door leads to the garage.
Yeah, according to the map.
In Norway, Sweden, Barbados.
Yeah.
Unless
the
that's,
80s.
you know what, I'm gonna just make a go ahead and the thing that they have labeled as patio.
Mhm.
I'm gonna say it's not the patio
It's the
door that's
garage.
unlocked, it's the terrace door.
Mm.
Yeah, so there's a ground floor terrace, which seems weird, but that's what we're calling it. We'll say it's an extended patio. And so that the door that you're looking at actually looks into the kitchen. That makes more sense.
Mhm.
Again, messy. You see tools scattered around. You see like diagrams. You see cables.
That's very
We're
interesting.
not eating
Let's
birds
get
here,
in.
are we?
Hmm.
So what I could do.
Go
Kids. The door's unlocked.
in. I mean, do we knock first?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I knock on the door and open it a
Like
little
you already
bit.
opened the door.
Yes, if it's unlocked, then we kind of already knew that. If it's
Well, you could
Crack the door and I just kind of
call
call out a name and say, hey, it's
Mickey Mouse.
No answer.
all right. I open it up more
Go in.
walk in.
So Freaky's in the lead, and suddenly there's an explosion of barks as a little wired-haired
Oh, a
dachshund,
terrier.
Aww. That's a cute.
a wired hair and overweight dachshund
Oh.
explodes in through
Explode!
just
Rest in
covered
peace,
in
Kevin.
dachshund slime,
No.
covered in hot dog juice.
Oh,
Siggy
ew.
starts licking.
No, he runs into the room, into the kitchen, barking and yapping in that fat dachshund way.
Siggy,
All right.
you know,
Make
stands
a-
with how they stand real tall and wags.
Make a
the tail
mind
and
check, see if you can remember the dog's name.
It's Kevin.
It's Kevin. It's
Kevin.
All dachshunds are named Kevin.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
There's a law.
Yeah, it's the Genji law.
Mhm.
He's a doctor, so it's true.
Yeah.
I think you have a mic of 5.
Which is, oh, mine, okay.
Siggy would like to play, but he's waiting for me to tell him it's Yeah. Wag with the head up, ears pointed.
I got 1 success.
So you needed. Dog's name is
Kevin.
Bullen. B-U-L-L-E-S.
Well, all right, so I kneel down and call him by name. Come here, come here.
The dog kind of seems like it recognizes you, but it doesn't advance any further, but it stays where it is, still continuing to bark and kind of looking back and looking back at you. Bark, 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 bark.
Like
bark.
Oliver.
Kind of like Oliver, yeah.
Is it as annoying? Sorry. It's kind of
Did
rude.
you hear that, Oliver?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
He
it is.
loves you so much.
I do.
Still barking at you. Did you beat that wiener?
Oh my god.
Oh.
So what would you like to do?
I'm just gonna try and keep calling to him, and then I'm gonna look over to you because you're better at animals. I'm like, get him to be quiet.
Everybody stands sideways. We're not threatening. Don't make eye contact. And then I throw him a piece of whatever I have.
Roll on your back.
Piece of rusted metal.
That's not a challenge.
Make a
And I offer a hand.
Good dog.
make a charm check. And if you want to, if you can think of a way to use your iconic item to give you a bonus.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think that.
I release my ferret.
Definitely
No.
Whoa. Get it away, man.
Fair away.
So I only get. Oops. I
Don't
only
wave
get
your
how
ferret at
many.
that wiener.
I only get
It's
how many are
your
on him?
heart plus your charm
Oh.
plus 1 for your iconic item if you think that would be useful.
Yes, I think that the dog would definitely be useful. So it's already added in, right? To
Yeah.
charm,
No,
which is
it's jumping in the bottom.
3.
Yeah.
Okay, so just
Very
3 and then 4 because was trying to help. And
Yeah.
I got a success.
So the Bullen eats the little snack, and you notice that the dog seems to be limping on one leg. And
I would definitely want to.
still a little bit barky, like in like under its breath,
Yeah.
but
Like
you're able to get him to what physically what are you doing to try to
I mean,
dog
just,
down?
crouch down,
Stroke the wiener.
sideways. No, I contact and then I stroke the wiener.
Whoa.
You gotta have eye contact.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you do.
Prolonged eye contact.
Not
But
until
Jesus.
he's ready for it. that really heightens the intensity. So you want to just.
Bullen
Yeah.
sniffs your hand.
Not that rocket.
Good boy.
You're able to pet Bullen, and Bullen
Still-
excitedly begins to sort of lick your
Okay.
hand.
And Siggy is like. So I tell Siggy he can say hi.
So now he's a fat, happy little wire-haired dachshund with a
Who doesn't
with a
love a
limp.
fat, happy wiener?
Oh, jeez.
Can I look at his leg or paw?
There doesn't seem to be any external visible injury.
Maybe he pulled a
To the
muscle because
leg.
it's quirky.
Yeah,
The
probably.
bird ate his.
Okay.
Bird ate his joint.
Yeah. Nasty.
As they
Um,
do.
All right, so
I
what
was
would you
thinking
like
like
to
an
do?
elbow, but I mean,
Throw
Just
it
calm down a
once.
little bit.
man,
Yes,
Gosh, you guys-
continue to walk through the
you're
house and
awesome.
call out her name. See if she.
Can we hit the crows?
As you begin to move from the kitchen into the living room area, from the stairwell comes a blonde girl, 15, wearing a Minnie Mouse shirt,
Still.
Completely different girl.
tanned and wiry young woman, blonde hair full of hairspray,
Tan and
oh, the last
Scandinavia.
girl didn't have that.
wearing colorful sunglasses, holding a kitchen knife.
Oh god. I mean,
Is
fair.
it
That's
his
fair.
friend?
And she yells at everyone to get out of her house.
I mean, that's fair. Yeah, that's valid.
This is Gunnar's house.
She screams at you to leave or she will hurt you.
I
Can I
mean,
do
yeah.
like a charm,
Hey.
like attempt,
Can
like
he
step
talk?
forward?
Yeah,
You
right.
could try.
Alright.
Look,
What are you gonna try to
it's
say?
all good.
I want to step forward and be like, wait. You were the one who was at the nest earlier, right? We saw the same thing. The birds are attacking people now. We just want to talk. Do you know anything about this? We think this guy who lived here, might have had something to do with it.
Why doesn't Freaky step forward too and say, "Hey,
Yeah.
Because he didn't say anything.
Because I've got a +8.
Because he's probably not very charming.
Yeah.
Aaron's a little quiet today.
That's
He's a
okay.
little thoughtful.
Only one success.
So I needed.
Yeah.
She looks at you and looks over at Freaky. Freaky, what is going on here? Why are you guys in my house?
We had questions. We think we saw you.
Why you got my dog?
Because he was,
She calls him over and he runs over to
we
him.
were just being friendly. We like your dog. We like dogs, but we're here because we think we saw you up at the house where there's all the birds in the nest.
She was at the nest. not
And
the house.
isn't this
okay.
Goodar's house?
Yeah, Gunnar is my someone.
Oh, okay.
Uncle, I think.
Uncle Grandpa.
Yeah.
I need a baby sling for Bucky.
That'd be nice, yeah. We can take shifts holding him.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, Gunnar is Madge's uncle. Madge, we'll call her Madge.
Yeah.
Um,
That's what I tell her. I'm like, somebody thinks they saw you. They described you, and I thought it was you. So we want to come and check and see if you know what's going on.
make an empathize check.
I want to know where Goodar went, right? Like he and this lady were supposed to be going somewhere, but
Romantic rendezvous.
Two.
they
Chip
were,
is just
they
giving
were
us some
going into a
games.
tunnel.
Wow. Okay.
Chip is just in game.
Do you want to use your extra success for
Oh,
anything special?
oh, 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 geez.
Oh no!
I don't know what you mean. Like,
put down
If
the
you
dog
roll more than one,
And then he throws
that's kind of like an exceptional success. So you can do things like
I'll just
Oh my
elaborate.
the
It is
appropriate
appropriate. You're
page.
playing these ages, I think.
If you roll more successes than you need, leftover successes can sometimes be used to buy beneficial bonus effects.
Oh.
Such effects are described for
Like
each skill.
buy
The same effect
benefits
can be
from your
bought
friends.
several
Like glitter?
times. And you did empathize.
I'm sorry.
So bonus effects of empathize would include.
You can put your tongue back in your mouth.
Let him
Let me
live.
find the correct page for the skills. That ain't it.
Page 68 is buying effects.
Yeah, that's what I was just reading. There it is.
And then the
Empathize, empathize.
Sounds like an abbreviation for empanada.
Oh,
Ooh.
I'm not
Ooh.
Me either.
Ooh,
Then I
ask
can
one
try
additional
this one.
question and take +1 die on one roll when you use the information. So you can tell that she's scared. She's very lonely and scared of being discovered and sent home.
Like she wasn't supposed to. Like she's not supposed to kind of be here.
Right.
Like she's probably
So
found out.
she left because of trouble at home, and she doesn't want to go back. But she is lonely, and she kind of, that's like an instinct that she battles between wanting to meet people and get to know people and having that interaction, but also being afraid that she's going to be found out and sent back home. So it's kind of
So I'm picking up on that kind of thing.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then I'll just say, listen, these guys are all cool.
I'm sorry.
You don't have to
was
worry
this
about anything.
A dream that you
No, this-
had, or
We're just trying to figure
Why
some
were
of this
you
out.
into
I thought maybe you might
that?
have some insight or even want to help.
She agrees, and she will help. This is Gunner's house, and you can see that the house has a lot of, like I said, it is messy and dirty, and there are cables and tools, strange drawings everywhere. The bookshelves are filled with books about birds, neurology, and animal behavior, but also books about love, courting, and how to make that special someone notice you.
There you go. You need to read
Oh
this.
my gosh.
Um,
Nerds.
The living room walls have a dozen framed photographs of famous scientists. Next to Einstein hangs a photo of Lena, who is the former Loop scientist that apparently
He's
ran
supposed
off
to.
with Gunner.
Aw.
She's a middle-aged woman with curly blonde hair, white clothes, and a proud gaze. On her lab coat, there's a pin with the yin and yang
I'm
symbols.
glad she's
Oh,
proud.
yeah.
Yay, that's
Yeah.
very good. You should be.
Maybe.
On a VHS player in the living room is a copy of Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds.
Yikes.
Shocker.
All over the house, there are framed photos of Lena and Gunner, with Gunner often in the background, smiling insecurely and looking at Lena.
Oh boy.
Like in a creepy
Can-
way, or
can we
like
ask?
So I tell her, like, there could be stuff in
yeah,
here
there-
that gives us clues to what's
Sure.
going on.
Can we ask Madge what she thinks of Lena?
Well, I'm not done yet.
Okay.
For the last few months, Madge has been secretly living in the house. She comes from central Stockholm, but she ran away from home because of her controlling and intrusive stepdad. Stepdad is the reason that her dog is limping.
Asshole, I want to immediately, in-game
We need
and
to
out
kill
of game,
him.
I want to hunt him down.
we need to kill him.
Take his leg.
Madge has paid attention to the killer birds since she was attacked by a group of gulls. She has killed a bird, which she has examined with a knife, a pair of pliers, and some scissors on the kitchen table there in the kitchen
Was
area.
it recent or?
Yeah. It was recent, last day or two. She suspects Gunner of somehow being responsible for the killer birds, but she doesn't know who he is.
Does
And
he have a workshop here?
in the house,
That he would say, don't go basement.
Yeah.
no basement.
No basement.
But don't go there.
Right?
Yeah, right.
Don't go into the
That'd be really
non-existent
weird.
basement.
Wait, just like, oh no.
I mean, he was into birds, probably the attic. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's
Let's
some
hide,
good thinking right there.
next bike.
So she knows.
The Alamo.
She does know. She understands that the pigeons are not dangerous. That it's the birds of prey that are the
Do any of the
and the seagulls.
gulls? I was gonna say gulls are not a bird of prey. They're a bird of
They
opportunity.
pray to save.
So, so I tell her, I'm like, I point over to the bird.
All right.
She also knows she knows about
There
the
you go.
ornithologist Max and thinks that he knows more, but she hasn't talked to him. Among Gunner's things, there are drawings of birds and microchips.
Okay.
If someone would like to make a calculate roll to investigate the drawings,
No, I know.
That would not be me.
Let me see.
I'm sure.
Computer nerd.
So I point
Yeah.
over to the bird that she dissected, and I'm like, I can see you're trying to figure it out too. We did the same thing. We found that they have chips in them.
Well, we
is it
didn't
a
have to
pigeon?
tear one apart.
like she
for
found
that.
the chip in there.
I got a success.
Is it a pigeon that's been dissected?
I don't know if she said the bird.
What kind of bird is it that's been dissected?
Probably a pigeon.
Okay. And
It
can I
doesn't
ask her,
specify
do
anything.
the other birds also speak, or is it only the pigeons?
The other birds do speak.
They do.
Yeah.
Okay. But they speak and attack.
Yes.
And the pigeons speak and do not attack.
Right. They still behave like
Pigeon.
as they would normally. They're just able to vocalize their thoughts
Yeah.
instead of, you know,
Then why are
being birds.
Eat, mate.
Chip, you check out the drawings and you see that they're meant to be used to build a machine that will attract birds automatically and modify them.
Machine that attracts birds automatically.
And then modify them.
Like a bird feeder?
Yeah.
It's a machine that attracts birds and then
And then it
modifies
captures
once the
them.
birds are attracted.
It stimulates them.
Yeah.
Wow.
Um,
It's a bird board.
The microchips are supposed to let a person control the
That's not a
birds,
Swedish word.
but the blueprints seem to be missing details on how that control will work. as if the person who made the drawing stopped in the middle of the work.
Interesting.
Okay.
And you rolled 2 successes on your end. She kind of pulls you aside at one point while Chip is looking at this stuff and everyone else is looking at
Chip starts doing this again.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I don't know if it'll help
Oh,
or not, but I found Gunner's diary. There's
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
These
show
guys
it
are-
to me.
Oh, let's go upstairs.
I know we look like a hodgepodge group, but these guys are all pretty good. We can put this together with your help.
She takes your hand and leads you upstairs.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
These are kids.
I'm
But she
14.
might be,
That's first base.
she might be flirting a little bit with Freaky.
Hey, he's called Freaky for a reason.
Yeah.
Sparks is just a
Freaky
teenager
on the
down
streets and Zeke in the sheets.
Oh my god.
But
there. Oh dear.
and in his Gunner's bedroom, she pulls out the diary and hands it to you.
Cool. All right.
Do you open it?
I do.
It's trapped.
It's full of
Gotta check
Hey,
this
Gunner.
out. Spiders.
So he writes about his work at the Loop facility.
Oh, you were.
As you know, as you might recall, the Loop is
The
the giant
The
facility where they
Hadron Collider or
slam
whatever.
slam
They
shit.
slam?
That's what I
Oh my god. Yeah.
In
That's
many
what,
places in his
Batavia
notes, he writes about his
apparently was.
love for the amazing Lena,
Okay.
who is not only beautiful but also a genius scientist who will one day win the Nobel Prize. He writes about the colleagues who don't understand Lena and they work against her and treat her badly. Gunner describes his monumental sadness when she was forced to quit the job. But a couple of weeks later, he is overwhelmed with happiness.
Wait, forced to quit. Why? How?
Don't know. But a couple of weeks later, he is overwhelmed with happiness as Lena has asked him to work with him on a new experiment in a place called IEX 4Z32.
Huh.
Interesting.
I've never
A
heard that series of
container
numbers
ship.
before.
Okay.
Yeah.
For hover ship.
Magnetron ship.
Is that
I don't wanna
is
go on
that
the ship.
is that like the most recent
What's
one?
your
The
name
most
of
recent
this
entry?
guy?
All right.
Yeah.
So that's
All right.
probably where he is. Where was that?
And did you guys say that there was a log somewhere of where, like, all the ships and where they were?
It
Yeah, in the
was
library.
a mining thing from
Right,
Russia,
right,
but,
right. But I mean, like, where it currently is.
it
Yeah.
got decommissioned to
Right.
Guppy
Right.
Island or something like
Yeah.
that.
Nudiska Gabi.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Gobi.
What's
that's
her
it,
name
yeah.
again? Lee?
Go be done.
What's her name?
MAJ
No. His girl.
Lena.
Lena.
LENA. Last name is.
So what's the name of the island?
SEXPO2.
Something
Cubby
Gobi.
Island?
Last name
Gobi.
is Thelin. THELIN.
Helen.
She's a what?
Oh.
She's
Um,
Thelin.
Actually, a
And what was the
foreign
name of
TH.
the island or the project?
Nordiska Gobi.
Oh, I thought that's the name of the
No,
ship.
I mean the name of the.
No, the name of the ship
Yeah,
was.
He wanted. She's gonna work
IEX
on. They're gonna work on a
Well,
project
it's
together.
a
There's a
sign,
bunch of
but
letters.
it would also have a name.
Which was the magnetron
Doesn't
ship
it's the same.
that you guys.
Oh, that
already
was the
discovered
ship.
information
Oh,
on.
okay.
Yeah, I don't want to finish that.
Nordiska Gobi is an
Okay,
area of
cool.
islands to the north in the northeastern part of Munso, which is the island where the
Oh.
loop is located.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay. Well, I have
There's a
little
boat.
boat.
Amount of debris
Is it,
and remnants of
Debris.
various technological marvels there.
You
The
said-
water is full of rescue
Yeah.
pieces with
Yeah.
razor sharp edges.
Yeah.
Ships have
Isn't it
submerged in the water,
Probably.
and strange domes, circular towers, and magnetrine discs.
Well,
Sounds like a great place
Hey,
for a bunch of
guys.
preteens
Ingmuri
to get
Blankard,
tetanus.
the officer wanted me to help her on her boat this weekend. Maybe we could go ask her if we could borrow the boat, since I am used
You can
to
make a
sailing these
contact check to
waters.
see.
Yeah, let's do that.
Go for it.
How do you make a contact check?
It's
one of
a
your
skill plus
Kind of blink a couple
heart.
times. Make sure
Yeah.
they're doing good.
Contact plus heart.
Okay, so just 3. Huh?
And
I'll contact it for you.
Can someone assist me, maybe?
they can, with the risk of if you fail, then they also take a
Oh,
condition.
all right.
But that's only if you fail. So,
How much-
who would like to
So
assist?
if I fail, I will take a condition.
Unless you push it or use a luck for which you don't have. any
Even though I'm
luck,
just
I think.
trying to like call her on the phone.
Anytime you do a skill check, if you fail,
I know it's risky to try something.
Wow.
I only have 3. Even though, okay. So somebody else who has better contact,
but they don't know this person.
right? But those they could still roll more die and
We can help you
Get
push
it.
buttons on the
Someone can
phone.
assist you for an additional die.
right, but then they'll get a condition if I.
So you're saying that a person who doesn't know this cop at all just is going to randomly call them and say, "Give me the boat," rather than you calling the cop that you know and
The thing
asking a
is-
favor to borrow the boat.
Yeah, but I can only roll 3. Somebody who has a 5 has a better chance of success than
They
I do.
would if they
If
knew
we-
this person.
We wouldn't be
but they
allowed to
don't.
make the roll.
Right.
Yeah.
Or maybe I could roll 6 dice,
Yeah,
but
I have a
need
condition
5
now.
successes.
No, not there. Slow down.
Okay.
If someone is going to assist you, you get an additional die to roll. Who would like to assist on this? No one is assisting.
I mean,
Well,
I'm trying to
it's-
think how I
I'll
could
be
have.
there.
Condition.
Okay.
All right.
So you get an additional die.
Okay.
Now you can push it if you choose, or you
Mhm.
take a condition, but you get to re-roll all of the failed dice.
So I end up taking 2 conditions.
One condition.
What happens to the condition that I have from failing
You
this
don't-
time?
You haven't completed this roll yet because you're going to push it. You
You
don't
don't
get.
have
You
So
don't take
whether
a
I push
condition.
it or not, get a condition?
If you don't push it, you don't get to roll anymore, and you take a condition.
Right.
Or something negative is going to happen, not necessarily a condition.
Right. And if I push it,
If you push it, then you get to re-roll everything, try again,
mhm.
and if that fails, well, then you take a condition for pushing it, but you get to re-roll everything. So it's your choice. Either you can stop now and something negative happens, or you can try to roll again and take a condition. It's totally up to you. Are you pushing it?
Yeah, I mean, either way, I have a condition, so.
No, not
That's
necessarily.
not.
That's not what I said.
Okay, well, I have it, whatever it is.
Did you get a success?
No,
Okay.
Well, if you take this one away, they add up to 6.
there you go.
So what condition would you like to take? Are you scared, upset, or exhausted, or injured?
I guess, upset.
Okay. So you're not able to get a hold of her, get more and more frustrated and upset as a result of it. And so,
Do I take a
else would you like
condition
to try?
also for the failed? That's
yes.
What condition would you like?
agitated is not there. Aroused is not there.
Oh!
Even-
Scare rouse. There's
Scare
scare
rouse.
rouse. So
Okay. See, now this is a little bit of a bad suggestion, but we are in a place where dude was doing like neurosurgery, right?
Mhm.
So it would be likely that he would have some anesthetics here.
Mhm.
And everyone knows pigs love like coffee and stuff like that. So if we slipped a little bit in a coffee and gave it to her while we were on the boat,
It's like when you play. Like,
So we're gonna drug her.
we are going to drug her.
Or we could just go to her house and ask her since she's not answering the phone.
so
You ever
Or
play
the
Postal?
station.
What?
Postal. It's a
other
game.
alternate,
If
I
you
mean,
hit
you
the
can come up
donut
with
out,
other
it's
creative
donut,
ideas.
but
You
if
could
hit
build
the
your own
donut, the
boat.
cop will eat it in
You
the
could try
donut.
to steal a boat.
Steal a boat.
You could swim.
Oh Jesus.
So
I
there
mean-
are.
I have a little skiff. We could, I don't know if we'd all fit, right? What I use to go hunting?
Would 6 people and a dog fit into it?
Yes.
I mean, they're small people.
Yeah.
We are
We
kids.
are children.
And-
We are children.
Yeah,
Yeah, are you sure you fit for his giant banana?
right.
Whoa.
How much does your banana weigh?
Well.
So what is it, like a raft or like a?
No, it's just a little boat, a little dinghy with a motor and stuff. I
Like
mean,
bigger than a canoe.
yeah,
I would imagine 6 kids might be able to squeeze into it.
yeah. I mean, it'd be
Something
tight,
that's
but
nice.
it'll float and it'll go.
Okay,
And we're not going that
Water
far.
tank.
that's fine.
All right. All right.
Let's do-
Whee! So we go by the house, and I learn about my brother.
We're
and I'm
buying
like,
a
oh my
house?
gosh. No, we go.
Yeah.
Go buy a house.
We're rich kids.
Yeah.
Well, it is the
Native
80s.
American.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right,
that was
yeah,
like $8.
Yeah.
So it's not the most comfortable trip, but you do make it to the island.
How do we know how to get there?
Because I know the water. I mean, everybody knows where the loop was, and
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's some hydrogen there.
Kind of a 2-to-1 ratio.
Oh wait,
It was a AAA. It had him put out a trip ticket.
Right.
Remember those?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Yep. I remember my
Well, there-
parents using them way
So you-
beyond when you
if
really
you-
needed
if
to.
you
It was
had it-
before MapQuest.
It was before MapQuest, anything.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
So if you didn't just want an
MapQuest.
old, if you just didn't want to use an
TomTom and all
old-fashioned
that
map and
Yeah.
you figure it out, if you're a AAA member, you could go to them a week or two ahead of time and say, we're going from here to here, and they would print you out a specific page by page, like 50
Like all
like
the,
50-mile stretch of thing. You flip
Okay.
through this ticket and it'd show you
That's crazy.
all the hotels and the restaurants and gas stations, and that's
Wow.
how you go through your thing.
Yeah.
Called trip ticket.
That's crazy.
It's really useful.
Well, how long did they use it for?
well, there was something better.
Oh my god.
Unless you were old and then you just keep using it.
So
Yeah.
why don't we break for food? And I'm gonna pull up
Break.
Steam room. And let's go to Sweden, shall we?
Yay.
And so you can see in space over Sweden,
And there's
your area where you guys live is down here. Wait,
go to Stockholm and then just go west.
Take a right. Not left.
Stockholm's a little
Yeah,
north,
yeah.
I think. Yeah.
Look for the
That's wrong.
archipelago
Yeah,
right
I
there.
was not, I was
Yeah.
too far south.
It's all islands. It's a boat. Hey, buddy.
Yeah,
It's
wow, it
okay.
is.
Wow, that's a lot of water.
Wow.
That's what
That's
the
crazy.
coast of Maine looks like for the most part.
Yep, there's Kunstberger, there's your hometown.
Looks like it wouldn't take much
So see
sea
slot,
rise for it all
see
to
the
go
slot
away.
on the map?
Well, it's mostly granite.
See the slot on the map?
Yeah.
The slut?
The what?
It's slut right there.
Oh, there is.
Oh yeah.
Are you
Ah,
zooming
slut
in on the
disappeared.
slut?
It disappeared. I mean,
Oh, so back.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Don't,
It
don't
doesn't
get too
slut?
close to the slut.
What?
Flute, but
Oh.
yeah.
It's slut.
That's
Is it
funny.
like the dildo in Canada?
Doesn't
Um,
it mean
There's a
end in
There's the dildo.
Swedish?
That's nice.
So Moonso is this island here in the middle. This is where the loop is located. It's kind of up. Can you see my mouse?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, the loop is up in this area.
Okay.
And the island is over here on this side of
It's okay.
Moonso where
Oh,
this
baby.
magnetron ship is located. So basically you're crossing from Kunzberg over to the east side of Moonso to find this island.
So how far is that?
100,000 miles.
Okay.
No, it is.
on that little tiny peninsula, it wouldn't make too bad.
I was wondering how far we're actually traveling.
Well, it
Oh,
depends
that's
on where
very
our
far.
farm is.
Where is the distance?
it's not
very far.
Dun, dun, dun. Oh, wait, I think that's this. Right click. Distance.
It's a
We'll
lot closer
say-
than the place I usually go hunting.
Yeah. And
I just have no sense of scale.
yeah.
Feet.
4,300
Use a
feet.
banana
Oh, okay.
for scale.
A mile? Not even a mile.
It's
So-
banana.
1.31.
And I didn't know, was it a mile? Is it 100 miles? Like, no
Kilometers.
sense of scale.
It's less than a mile, right?
Okay.
Isn't it
Now I have a sense of
5,200
we
feet
can
a mile?
Totally. We can
5,280.
do- yeah.
What? 8 a.m. 8:30. We're teenagers.
Yeah.
Teenager 1.
Mom, what was your bedtime when you were like 15?
When I was 15.
Did you have a bedtime?
I'm sorry. That's when I was performing Rocky Horror.
Oh yeah, good point.
Know
Good
where
point.
I was. They didn't care where I was.
Yeah. Good
My
point.
parents tried to make me go to bed at 10:30, around
Yeah.
15.
Damn. Yeah.
No.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I try to walk the line between having routines and boundaries and
Yeah.
not being a hard ass. Who knows where I've landed, but having parents that are too busy with their own lives
Settle
to
down.
care is not great.
Parents are a bit too busy with my life.
Hmm.
I was talking with my mom today. I was like, "Oh, can I go sleep over at my best friend's house?" And she was like, "Sure, but where are you really going?" She was like, "Good question." And I kept walking.
Yeah.
All right, so I asked what time of day you guys were making the trek by boat over to the Magnetrine ship. Aaron said
Oh.
8:30 in the morning.
Oh,
You think a 13-year-old is getting up at
my
8:30
God.
in the morning?
Maybe it's a freaky.
Yeah. Right.
Teddy does. God.
It's terrible. Yeah.
Joy.
The sun
needs the
comes
same.
up, boom, awake.
I
ready
wish
to
I was
go.
like
It's like a
that.
superpower. I
It
don't
really
know.
is.
I don't
And
know.
this is
I wish I
why
was like
he
that.
needs to be in charge of the chickens, which is why we need to eat the assholes. I mean,
Whoa!
Mom. Whoa.
Wow.
Whoa.
Not getting any better.
Holy
Wow.
crap!
I
Flip.
am
Wow.
so sorry.
Oh boy.
Go
You
on.
wanna try?
In
Pretty edgy
detail. Let me take my notes. Yes.
I think it's time everyone else leaves.
Like
Need hiding out.
Yeah, anyway.
Do you want me to
so
leave the barbecue sauce?
Oh my god.
if I said
Blech.
muffin, that doesn't make it any better.
No.
But yes, do away with the rooster so Teddy can be in charge of the chickens. Be a good idea.
I think you would still. I mean, and the geese and roosters.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, but we
basically-
don't let the geese out in the morning until they're done.
He's developed a bit of a phobia when it comes to understandably so because of the
Because of
start the
Muffin
game.
and the
Okay.
geese.
Okay. Right.
I mean, I think he
Still-
wouldn't
we
do
still
it,
have
but-
the geese. Still have Muffin. Still have Ziggy.
Right, that's what I'm saying. We have to eat Muffin and. Okay,
I think he would
alright.
still be weird about it, but that's.
I think you guys need to give me some credit.
I mean,
Tons of credit.
no, yeah. I mean, he's great. He's just like very terrified of the geese, and he won't go out into that part of the yard without somebody
The
watching
geese
out for
will
him.
be in the garage.
I know, but he
Okay,
doesn't.
but-
He doesn't think about that when he's like.
I can't blame him for that. Honestly, birds are freaky.
Freaky
I'm not gonna
Ziggy.
win.
Especially the ones in this
Freaky.
game.
Imagine if those geese could talk.
Oh my god.
Oh
We have to
He'd be like,
my
fuck you,
god.
fuck you, fuck you.
Oh my god.
So
Yeah, that'd be insane.
you cross the 1,000 feet or so across the channel, I guess it kind of is. I'm not even sure what that body of water would be called
I
exactly,
think it's
but
water. Let's just call
it's
it
water.
Water.
Part of the Jerkfarden.
Yeah.
Bear, what are you doing here?
Yeah. What the hell, man?
Jork Jardin. There's like
Starting.
There's an extra B and F in there that I'm not sure how to pronounce as part of the word, so I'm just pretending they're not there at all.
Well, lucky for you, the V's are pronounced
Oh
like
wait,
F.
no, it's Longfarmen.
Long farming.
Longfarmen.
Long, yeah.
I knew a guy who did that if he drank too much land shark.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Only land shark. I don't
Land shark. Pizza
know other beer
delivery.
did it.
Anyway, so
We're talking about
IEX4Z32
Wow.
is a 25-meter long wreck,
Oh, I thought it
lying
was
tilted to
Elon Musk.
one side.
Which side?
Wait. What is a wreck?
The Magnetrine
The
ship.
ship.
Train ship?
The one with our number?
IEX4Z32.
It's laying on its side.
Yes, it's a wreck.
Yeah. I'd be a
I
wreck.
thought it was
I'd be excited to
decommissioned.
do.
I guess it was just
Is it-
decommissioned and junked there.
Is it stable?
Is it like
Are
in
there
the
any
water
lights?
falling over or on the
It's
land?
listed like it was in the book.
Yeah, it was decommissioned. They
Pretty
just like
big, yeah.
scrapped it there.
Okay. For some reason, I thought it was decommissioned and purchased.
Ooh, there's
To
one
be-
being used. So this is what it looks like.
Whoa.
Damn.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
Get
is
that.
it like motorboating or something?
Can we-
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
Why is it
How do we
showing
get in
D&D
that boat?
pictures? It should be Tales from the Loop
Because
pictures.
They
I
are.
don't worry about it.
Yeah, it just swaps
You
to
just-
Tales of the Loop.
You sneak your way in there sometimes. I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's mad.
No.
Yeah.
So that's a Megatron ship,
Okay.
similar to
Cute.
the one that you're currently investigating.
Like
way
how many?
smaller next
Yeah, it looks really small. How,
With the
how-
Pinterest thing.
Long-
Like I said, it is 25 meters long.
Is the Pinterest thing in the middle included in the ship?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait a second, you've been saying ship this whole time, and I've been thinking of like a seaworthy ship.
Yeah, I was thinking like a
No,
tanker.
it's a hover ship.
It's a
That's a Magnetron
yeah,
ship or hover
Magnet-
ships. Yep.
yeah, which I understand. Those are ships too, and then there's spaceships too. But I just was thinking a water-bound vessel.
Yeah.
So the ship was previously painted black, but is now largely rust-colored. Rainwater can be seen collecting in the Magnetrine discs there underneath the vessel. On the old antennas, birds sit looking out over the water.
What kind of birds?
Are they things that would be normally associated with water?
Are they evil
Top to
birds?
titmice.
Oh my god, yay!
He's like, I'm
I love
talking.
those. Yeah.
On the side of the ship, close to the ground, there is a door that is blocked from the outside by a metal beam. Birds fly in and out of the wreckage through vents.
Interesting. Is this the
So lots of different kinds of birds.
Toucans. Albatross.
Oh
Ost-
God.
Ostriches.
Oh fuck no.
Penguin.
Bird.
Yay penguin! Oh god.
People in big bird costumes.
To avoid being spotted by patrolling birds on the way to Skarholmen, which is where this Magnetrine ship is located, you need to make sneak rolls.
What?
Okay.
Okay.
Or shoot them.
To make it simpler on
good.
us,
I'm good at sneaking.
you're already boated across to the other side and are now back. It's kind of a marshy, like areas are wet, some areas are relatively dry-ish to walk on, but it's all pretty low lying and damp. But so wearing your mud boots are important. But yeah, so we need to make sneak rolls. So Aaron, we'll start with you. Sneak, please.
Can we use Siggy to scout ahead to see if there are any humans to help to aid in our sneaking?
The risk with that is that if the dog is spotted by the birds, then the dog might get attacked by the birds.
Okay.
As a track.
So
birds.
yes,
No.
but there would be some risk.
Other D&D game.
Yay!
God,
People
a success and 2
roll
fives.
their sleeves.
Okay, that's all you needed.
It's like-
Jacob,
Yeah,
Okay.
one.
sneak.
Nope.
Make a move check to avoid, to get away. If you fail this, then you suffer a condition.
Condition is called
No.
stabbed by a bird.
You failed?
Yep.
What condition would you like to take?
I mean, what's happening to me?
You are currently running away from a number
An
of
albatross
birds that
and
are
big
attacking.
bird.
Probably scared, exhausted.
So it could be really any of them.
Yeah.
Scared.
Scared,
Aroused.
aroused. All right. Your turn.
Wow, that one really took its time.
Unless you wanted
Nope.
to use a luck, I should.
Oh,
No, hold on to my last one.
Okay.
Move. Huh?
Yeah, move. Then you feel that one.
The condition. Huh?
What are you
You want to
taking?
be scared aroused with me?
Oh my god.
I'm exhausted.
you carouse while aroused. So
It's still just
aroused,
carousing.
arousing,
I'll be exhausted.
arousing, aroused up.
Wow,
All right, your turn. Sneak.
No.
Ingela, sneak. Sneak.
Oh, I did already.
Oh,
I,
yeah.
I snuck.
You did?
Yeah.
So you give me extras?
No,
Oh, because if you get an extra, you can share it with
I
me.
would love to. Can I
You have one?
re-roll
All right, you make it.
What do I have to roll?
Sneak.
Some dice? No,
your
okay.
sneaks?
All of these?
No.
Wait, how many?
Look at your sneak.
How is the
So,
what? Oh,
sneak
okay.
plus body.
Okay,
So 7.
7. Okay.
You're pretty sneaky. Is that 3 or a 5? It can't be a 5.
It's
3.
3, yeah.
3 plus.
That is
5, 6, 4, 2,
It was
3.
purple. Okay,
So
so
what's
that is
purple?
what is 3
You're
plus
looking under
4?
the table for something.
7. Wait.
Is that
Oh,
Oh no. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I don't know.
We had,
Oh my God.
we had
Oh, and 2.
Well-
Okay. Nope. Okay.
and then
Yay.
What happened?
you'd have to
I
do
lost a jelly bean.
None of your business.
I didn't want an animal.
Yeah.
I didn't want an animal.
then you'll have to roll these, and
Oh.
this is to see if you get a condition or not.
Okay.
Didn't want you to touch this.
I'm gonna jelly bean.
They
you go.
succeeded on the second, the move.
All right, so you managed to flee without getting birded.
Yay.
Sweet tart jelly bean.
Pretty
I'm
good.
doing a wedding tomorrow.
They're so pastel-y. Like little
I don't know
Easter,
people.
Oh, you don't
little
know.
Easter balls. What is it? What happened?
I'm doing a wedding tomorrow.
You're in a wedding?
I'm doing a
Oh,
wedding.
I was gonna say, are you
Consummating.
right? Or crashing or something?
Constipating it.
Oh yeah, constipating. I'm constipating.
Oh, I do not want a
Appreciate
constipated wedding. That would be terrible.
The brown wedding.
no.
The opposite of constipated.
Yeah.
You read that review?
No.
Oh, it was an Amazon review
Oh, yeah.
for the
Yes.
5-pound bag
Yes.
of
the
sugar
big
gummy
bag.
bears.
Yep. Yeah, that was great. Oh my God, that was wonderful. It's nice when something mundane can be turned into something just ridiculously hilarious.
Yes. 1 gallon, 128 fluid ounces. Tuscan wool milk. That's another good review on Amazon. If it's still there.
So how did you get hooked up with people you don't know to marry them?
My friend texted me and said, "Do you want to marry my friend?" And I was like, "Depends on what it is." And
I
the
don't
guy's
know
like,
them.
The guy's like, "Yeah, we picked up our certificate. We just need to get married. Can you just sign it?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure."
Oh,
So it's not really a thing, but
that's good. I was worried it'd be like Orthodox Russian
I don't think
church or
I'm
something.
able to do that.
It'd be cool though.
Being not Orthodox or
The
Russian,
mitre and the
Are you allowed to do
vestments
this
and
Pastafarian?
I'm not a Pastafarian. I can sign
could you be a
paperwork.
guest
Yeah.
Pastafarian?
I feel like you could be a Pastafarian. You could like hid the colander underneath your hair or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Pull
we
the
can
hair
put the
through.
colander. Yeah, exactly. That would look fantastic.
Some of you took some bumps and bruises, but relatively intact. The 6 of you now stand before the door on the Magnetrine ship that is blocked by a metal beam. The beam will have to be moved for you to be able to get access to the interior of the ship.
Okay, I'm strong.
It's going to be a force check.
Okay. Can we listen
Use the
real quick
force.
first?
Can you walk?
Listen to see if we hear anything like people, or if it all just like random bird noises?
Yeah, for the most part, all you can really hear are the random bird noises.
Okay. All right. So force.
What's the highest?
I'm gonna ask
I
Tony to
have
help.
7.
Tony's character help me since he's a jock.
We'll have more, but I can down to 3.
I
If
said
I'm
you should
afraid
be
of
able to.
forcing-
Oh.
no,
Yeah,
I'm
we'll-
upset
we'll
it
let him
existed.
Take all the conditions.
Yeah. Yeah. Should have been forcing him to do more
Sorry,
stuff.
Tony, your character died.
Yeah. He's broken. He's an emo kid now.
I have 2 successes.
Well, we got to do this as a group rather than individually. So unless you're trying to do it all by yourself,
Well,
It sounds like
I mean,
you
she
did.
did it by herself pretty darn well.
But...
2 would do it.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, could that be good? Because they have no idea how strong I am. Farm
Farmers can do
strong.
it.
Yeah.
Farm strong is pretty strong.
Glasgow's a little impressed.
In
tried-
fact, you
Jack is
are,
also pretty impressed.
you are able to do it so quietly and cleanly that it makes barely a sound when you set it down off to the side. So
Oh, my toe, and then I yelled.
you feel very confident that no one, if there is anyone inside, they didn't hear anything.
The birds react. Do they react? How do they feel about us being this close?
They have not noticed you.
I imagine the Tom and Jerry yell, like you said. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
And so the door opens up and you enter ship IEX4Z32. To get to the bridge, you're going to have to sneak through the ship to reach the cockpit without being spotted.
Okay.
So what kind of birds are in there?
Inside the machine,
Yeah.
they're coming in and out. There are a lot of pigeons, a lot of gulls again.
Are they
The
talking?
vast majority are like pigeons and gulls.
So is it just a cacophony of words?
Yeah, it's cacophony. Cacophony?
Cacophony?
It's a cacophony.
Ugh.
Party like that. It was a
You
cacophony.
didn't say there were roosters here.
Yeah.
Dick sizzles.
So everyone needs to make brand new sneak checks.
New sneak.
Alright.
Ah, Jesus.
Starting with Aaron.
Mhm.
I'll do mine.
Sure.
2 successes.
Nice.
So I'm gonna give one to somebody else.
Who might need it? Yep. So go for it.
I need it.
All right. So you help.
Yep.
You notice that he is about to step on something that would have
I'm
created a lot of noise, but you managed to stop him.
Take
before
off
he
your
does.
squeaky sneakers.
Oh,
Yeah.
once the kids have
Oh, it's fine. Hey guys, we being quiet here?
Yeah.
Are we supposed to be quiet? Or,
We need some black metal in here, actually. Let me just get a.
I
you
got
wanna push it or luck or anything?
I
I've
got
already
2,
used my luck.
so I'm happy to help him.
Yeah. I also got 2 6s.
Okay.
Oh, well
Yep,
then we
you
have
give
enough
us
for
success.
everyone.
Yeah.
And
Good
You want to
share.
roll anyway, just to
Yeah.
see?
What?
You wanna roll
Sure.
sneak?
Yeah.
You're pretty good with sneak.
just as I start yelling, you slap me.
Okay.
You get what, 7 dice?
Yeah.
Wes likes it.
Yeah.
So 3 6s.
Yeah.
Wow.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you get an extra bonus because you're super sneaky.
Yeah.
Right, and
Think
Satan
it's
appears,
May.
so
And
Mhm.
Satan.
And Satan. Why is Satan here?
Yeah.
or Antichrist, I guess.
So they're within the Magnetrine ship.
Are 6 children and a dog and a banana.
6 children and a dog and a banana walk into a bar.
This sounds like a really weird chill ass.
Anna jumps up on the counter.
First to peel itself.
Oh, Jesus.
No, your fan
The
needs
banana
skin
gets
on.
tired. Stays down in the night.
Banana is now in the machine.
Nice.
If ferret skins itself, then would it be a ferret?
Oh,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And what's left over would be a Herod.
Yeah. Nice.
So you travel through the interior of the Magnetrine ship, eventually reading a ladder that leads up to the bridge. Who would like to go up the ladder first?
I
is
have.
that also sneaky?
Nope, we're done with the sneaks.
Okay.
This is you're entering the room for the final confrontation, whatever form that's going to take.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
I have
Should I
really
release my
good.
banana?
Yeah.
I have really good charm if it's a person, but it might
And
just
big
be like
birds. Yeah.
a big bird.
Oh.
Big bird.
Probably people. Probably.
Well, who's got
Well,
the
You may know.
Something-
At this point, don't worry about. Everyone's going to be up there before something happens.
Okay.
Oh.
So this is mostly just for story. Who's going to the
I
ladder
see.
first?
Who's gonna die first?
I'll go up the ladder.
Who's got? I mean, look at your
Yeah,
pride.
I'm
Look at
thinking-
your problem. Did you think you're the type of person that would go first?
I mean, I'm already scared,
I've got-
so I'm not going first.
I've got a lot of move and I got a lot of force. I don't have a knife. Like,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
have a dog.
Yeah.
What if the knife should be
Dog.
going
Yeah, I'll go first.
I could carry my dog up the ladder.
Yeah, I'll go first.
Just call. All you gotta do is call Nickel Chicken, and he'll. No, that's Nerve. Sorry, call
Nerve.
Nerve's Chicken, and he'll
Yeah.
run up the ladder.
That's true.
Nerves, you chicken.
Nickel, run up and see what's up there.
Okay,
Tell
I do
us if
it.
we should go up.
So, with Nickel leading the way,
I'll
the
be right
six of you
behind
enter the bridge on IEX 4Z32. There is a captain and navigator's seat towards the front of the cockpit, looking out with the sort of the windows and the control panels and everything. Immediately behind the seats is what we call the bird machine.
Who's we?
Oh, did we bring Madge with us?
No, she
No.
did not want to come because she did not want to be seen by any adults or go back home. So
She wants to be seen with us.
she stayed exactly. She stayed at Gunner's house.
Didn't quite do it.
Happens sometimes.
My nose itched all of a sudden.
How dare you?
As you all stand in a group looking at the machine, suddenly from behind you, the door to the storage room in the back of the bridge opens up, and stepping through is a thin, middle-aged man with untidy, long blonde hair. He's dressed in an extremely dirty science lab coat.
I'm not wearing a lab coat. Are you describing me?
Describing you. You recognize this as Gunner, the man in the photos at Madge's uncle, who seems to be very surprised that you're here. Did not seem to be expecting you. Mostly due to your high sneak rolls that you guys made going through the machine. How would you like to approach this problem? This is going to be an extended trouble. The threat level, since you surprise him, the threat level is normal. It is not hard or almost impossible. And so the number of successes that you need to succeed is 12. Yep. You need 12 successes. You have to devise a plan on how you're going to deal with Gunner here.
Why is he already an adversary? Can we not just approach him affably and be like,
Yeah,
That
that
could
was
be
gonna
part of your
be-
plan. If you want to try it
We're
like that,
wondering-
that could be your
Do
plan.
we
Yeah.
think there's a chance he's not gonna want to keep doing it?
This isn't necessarily like D&D when you're going to be, throwing punches and kicks automatically.
Right.
You're just coming.
We're what?
You have to defeat him in some manner.
I'd like to cast
It's more
Magic
problem
Missile.
solving than
Yeah.
defeating.
Yeah.
I cast Firewall.
Firewall.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'll charm him since I've got an
Okay.
8 in that.
yes.
Well, and we can bring up Mash that we just talked to her. Like
Right.
that's his blood. Maybe
Right. And I'm looking around to see if there's any sign of Leah or Lena because I was.
She's a
concerned.
skeleton.
No sign of it.
I'm wondering if he knows that all these people have, died.
So Jackie wants to use charm. So how, in what how are you using
They
your
were attacked
charm
by
to try to
birds.
talk
Yeah.
him down?
Birds
And they died?
His
Yeah,
name's
that's what he said.
Gunner, right?
Like
I'll
I
be like,
need-
oh my
well, I
gosh,
need
are
to-
you Dr.
Yeah.
Gunner? We've heard about your work. We were wondering if you know what's been happening with the birds. Something's been going on with them, and they've started attacking people, like on playgrounds and stuff. We don't know what to do about it. Could you help us? Like trying to appeal to his obvious
His
superiority
civic
complex.
duty and yeah.
Duty.
That's what Chip said.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
How would you like to approach this problem? What's your part of the plan?
I mean,
Typically, what you would want to do is look at your sheet, as far as from like a gameplay standpoint. Look at your
Yeah.
sheet, see what skill you're best at, and then try to think of a way that you can use that skill in this situation to deal with Gunner.
Lead
this
and
bird
sneak.
machine. Lead and sneak are your best ones.
Yeah.
So which one would you like to use?
I
Sneak may not be as useful since he knows you're there. He sees you.
just feel like you can do. You can do. Yeah.
So lead, you could try to use your leadership skills
I don't have
to
any.
inspire. You do your character. does.
Okay.
The character is not you. Your character
I
is
know.
a different person.
Remember, we're playing pretend.
Yeah, yeah.
You have skills in this.
You're not.
Oh my god.
That was mean. I
Oh,
apologize.
that's true. Oh my god.
So lead is the ability to make your friends work together to help them focus on the task at hand in difficult situations and
Well-
to soothe them when they are scared or confused.
I want to see what the guy says first before I make my choice.
You have to make a choice.
Before he says
Yeah, because
anything?
you have to come up with this plan now as part of
Okay.
this extended trouble.
Well, what if the rest of us did our things and then maybe that would inspire, like
Yeah.
something that he could work off.
Your force is also pretty good. You could try and do like an intimidating presence kind of thing with
And
your
a little
knife.
11-year-old's like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, but you're a scary kid with a knife.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, I don't want to threaten him right off the bat.
You
It's
can-
like,
Also,
But-
just start like breaking the machine with your
yeah.
But like,
Start, like stabbing it.
it's not about hurting him. It's about him
What are you
knowing
doing?
that he can't just like attack
What
one of
are you
us and
doing?
get
Okay,
away
so
with
I just
I'm
hold
not-
my knife.
threatening.
Just so
Not
that he
doing
can
that
see
to him.
it, so that he
Oh,
knows that I have a
no.
knife.
What do you teeth roll?
You know?
Okay, so what skill would you like to use with that?
Uh,
Because you're going to be making a dice roll to trying to get successes.
Oh, yeah.
So.
would it be lead or force?
Probably not lead, because with leading, you're trying to inspire your friends.
I'm inspiring. No, I'm just kidding.
But right now, it sounds more like
so
an intimidation
force.
thing.
You
Try
could
to
go over
scare
and,
the
like,
gunner.
Be near his equipment and with your knife, like, I'm gonna
Yeah.
break this if you don't
Yeah.
shut it
Color
down.
cables.
Yes.
I mean, you could do something like
Yeah, I'll do that.
I don't know.
I'll
something
do
like
that. I'll go near the equipment and be like, you know,
threaten that you're gonna.
You're going to threaten to destroy the bird machine
yes.
with your knife as part
Yeah.
of
I mean,
this.
threaten or just be there ready to do it.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
Depending on-
As part of the way this game works, the part of the extended trouble method of solving the problem. Each kid has to pick a skill that they want to
Right.
use as part of it, and they have to make that roll, and they have to say how they're using that skill
Right.
as part of the plan. So that's why.
So what am I doing?
We're still trying to figure out which skill you're going to
Force.
use. Force is actually to move heavy things.
I thought
It's
that
the
would be
ability
move.
to lift heavy things, fight, and endure physical stressful situations.
Is there a hatch above, I mean, where we came up, where the ladder is?
Mhm.
Or like a
But
big,
you're
heavy metal
kidding
hatch?
me.
Yeah, there is a hatch in
You
where you guys
could
came up.
close the heavy metal hatch so that he can't go.
Yeah, I do that. I'll do that instead. So, force to do that.
So you're trying to visibly sort of block his method of escape if he chose to try
Yeah.
to run.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So keep
Or
that in
to
mind.
keep more birds out. I don't know.
So that's force. You're using charm.
I'm going to use move, and I will. I mean, since I'm fast, my dog and I can subdue him if we need to.
Oh, Bucky.
So kind of like a held action. 'Cause
Like
I
you're
don't want to.
straining kind of thing.
Yeah, I don't want to appear threatening, but I can get over there super duper fast, and
You can't get there. It would be the act of actually physically restraining someone would be
That'd be
force,
force,
rather
right.
than move.
right.
So you could get into a position where you could do something like that with
Mhm.
with move,
Yeah.
if that's what you wanted to do.
Yeah.
Okay, so move for you. What do you got?
So I know that he's like.
And
in
think
love with-
teamwork too, guys, because you're part of the team here, so you're trying to back each other up and help each other.
I know that he's in love with Selena, and it doesn't seem like she's reciprocating.
Are you gonna play a power ballad?
I'm gonna offer. I'm offering to make one for him, to give to her, or even just like writing poetry and stuff, from the heart
Okay.
or from the bowels,
What skill
from
is that?
wherever.
The
From
bowels?
the bowels.
What's
I
skill?
That's
is
where
that?
dark matter
From my
gets you.
deepest bowel.
Charm.
Yeah.
So you're gonna use charm. Okay. Okay. Chip, what do you got?
I'm kind of gonna look at all the like machinery and everything that's around
Mm-hmm.
and see if I can figure out like what it does and like what he's doing with it and how it relates to everything.
Okay.
And then I can kind of share the information with Jackie, so since she's trying to charm him and talk to him, to kind of be like, either we know this is your fault or we know it's not your fault or whatever the case may be. So I'm going to kind of use my calculate to feed her that information.
Okay.
So we're working together.
I guess.
Nice.
No.
Well, that means you guys give each other extra dice, right?
So I'm going to use.
In this instance, the extended troubles are done a little bit differently.
I know. I'm just.
So I'm going to use my empathize.
Okay.
So I'm going to try to tap into his desire to try to create something of value and value and acknowledge, his work with what's her name again? I forget her name.
Lena.
Yeah, with Lena and how that's important to him, and and try to tap into that part of empathize with him and say though that there's other things at risk here that we need to figure out or get a control over.
Okay. Okay. So you have empathize. All right, so let's start our dice rolls. And remember, we need 12 total successes between all of your rolls.
Improv.
12.
12, not each, but all together.
I mean, yeah.
I have
Everyone's successes
12.
added up. 12 total. Who wants to roll first?
I already did.
You already rolled? What'd you
Yeah,
get?
I got one success.
One success. Okay.
Remember, if you can think of a way to
Upward.
use your special item.
Do you have a luck? You
Yes.
want to re-roll your failed?
Oh, all of them?
Yep.
Can I have one of those back?
Yeah.
Now, about maybe the time you use any luck points, you have left over too. Get as many successes as you can.
I'll use all of mine. All 0.
Oh, nice. Okay, I got 3 more, so 4 total.
Wow.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
That's a third of the way there already.
I don't know.
All right, so who's rolling next?
Around the table.
I'll go, yeah.
Okay.
1, 2. 2 successes. I
We need
only
each
covered
average-
my own.
we need to average 2 apiece.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, baby. Hey, Bucky. You're a good boy.
1, 2, 3. 66.
All right.
Yeah.
Wait, so what? 3 or 6?
That is so
3.
bad.
3.
Sixes.
Okay.
Good boy, Bucky.
So you're up to 9.
Is there any way, are the machines got like any blinking lights or beeps or anything that's gonna use like the stopwatch on my calculator watch to kind of help time anything?
Sure.
So I get a row of bonus.
Sure.
And that's +2.
Sure. 1. Yes, 2. Yeah, you're
Wait,
on time.
2 on the paper. So, yeah.
You're fucking kidding me.
Oh my god. Dude, you need some
You're
Thank
lucky.
you.
You got some luck.
I'm gonna
right?
use my luck
The luck of the.
All right.
because that was 8 dice. I rolled.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So you need 3 more.
Remember, I started off. I rolled 12, 6, and
All right.
I got none too. So I.
So I got none.
So you're due to get some good rolls. right?
You just rolled 16 dice and you get a single 6 out of any of them.
I rolled.
Pushing it, or are you allowed to push it in this? In this.
In the extended troubles?
Extended troubles. I can't remember.
Good question. Let's see.
Ooh,
I mean, the failure works differently. As long as you get half as many, then it's sort of a compromise win that you get. Where, yes, you achieve your goal, but there's some costs.
Yeah.
Rather than
We have to
just
sacrifice.
you have to sacrifice chips.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah, it took me a while to be able to figure
I
out.
just
Chips
can't
and
figure out the
bird
machines.
The
Um,
wooden chip.
Okay.
How many are we needing?
3 more.
right now,
Yeah.
you're at 9, so you need 3 more. And Jasper still hasn't rolled.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Is this the right one?
I see 2.
I got 2.
I think
Do you want to use the luck? Do you have a luck to use?
Can I didn't make that just?
2.
No, I don't. I've already used it.
and
You
4.
already
I was going to, and I was like, oh no, I've already used it.
Yeah, I do.
No, but I was gonna say, can I wait?
So all you need is 1 for a clean win here.
One,
Defeat Gunner
2,
and his bird
2,
machine.
2 of them.
You got 2?
I'm just looking at the machine. Mhm.
There was much rejoicing. Yay.
Yeah.
Oh, how did the kids like it?
Loved it.
That is
Justin is quoting it all over the place.
Oh,
He is totally absorbed the whole
Parenting
thing.
success.
Yes, I'm
I'm
like, all right.
That's awesome. I wonder-
Although, even though Chip wasn't quite able to, there's some weird shit happening with this machine that is perhaps a little bit advanced even for you. And so you're just not quite able to get to get it right in your head, but that's okay because
Because we carried your ass.
Sure did.
Because we care. Carrie?
I'm trying to think of how this can play out. You were empathizing, you were charming, you were forcing, you were
Blocking the way. Kind of
Forcing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you were
forced.
forcing.
forced.
I was
So you kind
moving.
of closed the thing and you kind of moved into a position
The dog did
kind of
too.
behind them. I want to hurt kids and
Give him all this great love advice.
Lena was once a kid.
Hopefully not anymore.
By the end of it, Gunnar has broken down into the tears.
Aw.
Oh, rushing with your empathy.
And
Right? That'd be so mean.
I pull out all the manga tape from my EP and I strangle him.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And I get a bonus point for using it.
Hey.
Put my hand on his shoulder.
I mean, I can't play it now.
I know it doesn't work out how you want it.
he's very dirty. His body is covered by small wounds from the bird's pecking. His beard and hair are unkempt, and his eyes are glazed over with a sort of an insane stare. He does tell you never to use Nina's name in his presence, and he kind of acts a mixture of both like intense love and intense hatred, which can be very similar emotions towards Lena. You get the sense that he's kind of unhinged and not in a good place mentally, perhaps. But hearing that people are getting hurt in town, something about that kind of got through to him, and he moves over and he shuts down the bird machine with a series of levers and switches, and although out the window you can see the birds kind of start to scatter, including what looks like a large goshawk flying off into the distance.
Lord.
Goshawk. He leaves the Magnetrine ship with you and returns to his home with you guys, where after a discussion with Maj, he agrees that she can live in his house as long as she wants to. You could tell that his love for Lena seems to be strong, but maybe there's some understanding that she's not going to ever love him back.
Where is she?
He refuses to say.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
He will not tell you anything about Lena or her part in what has happened.
I think we need to search the ship just to make sure she's not in here somewhere.
The only things on the ship other than the bird machine, no remains of Lena. He was living in the small storage room that he came out of when you guys came up to the cockpit. Had a half-eaten package of crackers and a almost empty bottle of Trocadero, which was a soda, I guess, in Sweden. Looks like this is where he spent his time when he wasn't using the machine to transform more birds. Yeah. So
I wonder if we could find something of hers and we can use the dog to like sniff out her body.
Yeah.
Or if we should just call the police. I mean, we
Well,
are
that too.
kids.
I mean, I still want to interact with this one.
And so this was a clean success. You managed to talk Gunnar
Obsessed.
down to stop using his bird machine, return to his house.
Talk to the police. Is there a way to deactivate the bird issue? I mean, like, why is putting a ship that broadcasts their thoughts also.
Now, do the
making them
birds that were
violent.
chipped all die, or they just go back to being normal birds with chips in them, but are deactivated? Or
You have stopped the production of the killer birds, and those that exist will soon die of infections caused by the
Oh,
microchips.
that's awful.
That's so sad.
They can't be removed, and there are too many to be able to realistically catch them all and try to.
But what if we
To,
caught one and we
euthanize
kept
them.
him as a little pet in the Civil War bunker? You could have
Yeah.
a pet bird.
Yeah,
You want
exactly.
that to be your new iconic item? The
Yeah,
talking pigeon?
yeah.
Get rid of your knife?
No, I'll keep it.
I know.
Give the knife to the pigeon.
Oh no, I
Be
don't.
a, be a smart talking, weaponized
Yeah,
pigeon.
weaponized.
Looking at me.
Looking at me.
Just like this in the box. Knife taped to his head.
Yeah.
So
It
now,
tries to peck at the ground. It can't get any food.
Yeah.
so now for the aftermath, each kid gets a scene from everyday life, with or without trouble as you see fit. So we'll start with Freaky Deaky. What would you like your scene to look like? This post bird machine killer bird. The name of this adventure, by the way, was Summer Break and Killer Bird. What would you like your scene to look like? This is you said you live with your dad. So it could be with your dad. It could be with your neighbor
Or your friend.
My friend Miles.
or Maj.
I would think it'd be me hang. Yeah. I think it would be.
Trying to get a little.
Yeah, I'm not
Freaky
creative, so this
Deaky
is.
with Maj.
No.
Too.
I'm just thinking of something like that he would probably enjoy. Probably just hanging out with Maj and Chip at my neighbor's house.
And how does that look for you? What are you guys doing? And Chip, are you okay with that? Do you want that to be your
Sure.
in scene?
Actually, forget the neighbor's house. We'll just hang out at Chip's house playing video games.
hanging at Chip's house.
Yeah.
Chip, is your family okay with that?
Yeah, they're okay with that. I mean, they wish I'd find better friends, but yeah.
Baby.
You're a good boy.
I think it's time for opioids.
All right, last.
Yeah.
What about
Oh
you?
yeah, sneak out of the house, bring a little gasoline and stuff out to the bird nest, the giant bird nest, and adjust a lot of it to start with like a giant cross, and then light it on fire.
And have somebody take pictures
Pull out my
play
Polaroid.
your good
Yeah.
in front of it.
Well, I don't need anything.
Do you get the scrunchy first, or do you let it burn too?
I totally forget about it, so it burns.
You what?
I totally forgot about it, so it's burning.
Okay.
But yeah, I take a picture of it for the next tape, and I write some songs about killer birds. It's-
Polaroid picture.
Yeah. It's not a great
Can you
album cover,
shake it?
but I put a copy in the mail, send it off to Lay's.
The Lay's, the potato chip company.
Oh my
His
god.
girlfriend.
I accidentally sent it to the wrong Lay's. I reply with a coupon for
Yeah.
Is she
Ridiculous.
classic or rebel?
Oh my god.
my pleasure.
Oh.
All right, Ingela.
I kind of just want to go out and hunt some of the birds.
Solo with your anchor.
Either way, as long as I have my dog with me. But yeah, I mean, my anchor would be really good at getting some of these larger, more violent birds with me. So
And
it's probably
you're
good.
trying to get some of the
Yeah, I mean, they still exist, so let's put them out of their
Like the
misery
changed
instead of
birds?
dying of an infection. Yeah.
Chip. I already talked to you.
Yeah.
Shut up.
He doesn't get his own scene.
It was decided.
That was my happy place. That
You
might
chose for him.
that
and
might
he
not
said
be
he was
his
fine
happy
with
They
it.
place.
decide who wins the games.
It's gonna always be.
What game are you guys playing over there? Like, what are you making them play? What's your
I'm
favorite?
playing chess
You're playing chess.
Oh god.
because I'm undefeated at it.
Battle
Nice.
chess. Remember battle chess?
Remember
Yes.
chess?
The hell is battle chess?
You play chess, and then if a piece took another piece, there's an animation of them doing that.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
I
wow.
thought it was just like the
Yeah.
boxing
Yeah.
thing where you play chess and then you fight each
No.
other between the chess.
Oh, wow.
It was an old
That'd be
computer
kinda
game.
fun.
Was it Interplay?
Yeah.
Was it?
It sounds right. I
I think
think,
so.
or they made one. There were like
Yeah.
there was a period of time when it seemed like a couple of companies had their own sort of versions of
Yeah.
Yeah.
the battle chess.
Yeah, I just remember whenever you started up the game, like the copy protection is like, so what was move 17 on Fisher Kasparov, whatever? And you had to like open through the manual, search for that game, look for that type
That
of
was the,
my
that was the
God.
code.
Yeah.
That was the how you
Wow.
make sure
Sure,
you
yeah,
had a
cheat
real
code.
copy of it.
Yeah.
There was another game I had like that called Masters of Orion. I loved that game. It was my all-time favorite early game. And they had hundreds of, well, not hundreds, probably dozens of different ships. And that's how the game would start. It'd show you one
Oh,
picture
yeah,
of a
you have
ship,
to, like-
and you'd have to name that ship.
Oh my
You
god.
just say what name that ship was. You have to have the chart to look at it. And that was before
You could look it up on
phones
the internet.
where you could easily
Oh, yeah.
hack it, right?
Yeah.
So you actually, yeah, it was tough.
That's okay. Nicole, what would your aftermath scene? What would you like it to look like?
I'd just
Everyday
be
life.
chilling in the bunker and hanging out with my friends, and maybe I captured a pigeon and took care of it so it was
Gave it
healed and everything.
antibiotics.
The what?
Gave it some antibiotics.
Gave it some antibiotics and everything, and
Where would you get the
Steal them from in town.
steal them from in town.
You do everything that Jackie tells you to do?
No. Yes.
Yes, I'm trying to fit in.
Yeah.
The Black Knight.
The
Awesome.
One of your friends surely has a family that has
Right.
leftover antibiotics
Right,
in
yeah.
the house.
the pigeon is able to live an extra couple of days due to your
Extra couple of days. Good lord.
it's more comfortable than what it would have been in the wild.
Okay.
And you give it a very respectful end of its life.
Okay.
Are
Nice.
you trying to make me cry?
It,
Right?
Because it's kind of working.
it
Oh my god.
thanks you in
Oh my
this
God.
robotic speech.
Oh, don't. No.
Oh my
Oh.
Thank you for caring.
Oh.
Hey, this is a little too close to home because we need to figure out how we're gonna stay by the book.
Oh god.
Jesus.
I'm picturing hamburgers and
The
We're
dog.
gonna make it a That'll be a game dinner you want to cook.
I have to put the smoker away.
Smoked
Yeah.
chicken, please.
Jesus.
That's so terrible.
Jackie, what's your everyday?
Oh man. Okay, so I have like one of the old like cord phones in my room, which I've never actually seen one of those in my real life before. I just want to put that out there.
Is it one of the Garfield phones?
No, but it's like one of the ones where it looks like a pair of lips and then the top one is the receiver.
Yep.
And it's like kind of on
It's
the
not the
floor now because I
football
pulled
phone.
it off so I could stretch the cord all the way. I sit in the closet to make sure my parents can't overhear. And
Okay.
in there, I actually have this little bulletin board full of pictures with me and the other Jackie, and I'm just telling her about all the crazy shit that went down on
Did
our
you just come
little
up with
adventure.
this, or is this something you've done before and you're using it in this story? It seems very specific. Like,
No, I've
this is
never used this before.
something- It sounds like
just thought
something
was
I would have
cute.
done when I was. Except I had to sneak around from my mom. But
I mean,
all
I
right,
guess it is based on real life, except I don't have to do it on a corded phone
Right,
anymore.
that's true. So corded phone with lips, and you're in the closet talking to
My secret
Nice.
girlfriend.
Well done.
Spin when you're done.
Okay. It's time to answer some questions.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'll start with you.
Yes, yes, and yes.
Yes, 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 and yes, and yes.
We're leveling up.
Level up.
Yeah.
Um,
That little kid fighting.
Did you participate in the session?
I did.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Well,
Barely.
Two
Did,
sessions.
did we all agree that Aaron participated in the session?
oh, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Is a session like a game session or like a story? Like, is this one or two sessions that we've done?
This is one mystery played over 2 sessions.
Okay.
So yes, you played.
We
You
get our
participated. You get a participation trophy.
Yay.
Have you been in trouble because of your problem or your relationships?
Well, my problem did occur, but I don't know that
You got beat up.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I got beat up, which is my problem. But it didn't impact really gameplay. I know.
So Clayton, we'll say no on that one. So I don't know if you've been in trouble because of your problem
Right.
or relationships. Certainly affected the trouble that you were in, but it didn't cause it. Did you use or struggle with your pride?
No.
Okay. Did you put yourself at risk for the other kids? I'll go ahead and say yes. I believe that you did. I believe everyone, all the kids at that, since you all went in as a group into the Magnetrine ship to face Gunner.
Okay.
So I would say that you put yourself at risk for the rest of your group. So
Okay.
that would be a yes. And have you learned something new? Has Creepy learned something new? Could be anything.
Yeah. Well, I learned more about Maj,
Mm-hmm.
And help.
and
Oh yeah, I got taken up to the bedroom.
and yeah, we've learned about all this stuff. I mean, about the loop and the doctor and stuff.
Is it supposed to
Okay.
be like a moral lesson? Like
Could be.
okay.
It could be.
Like Friends was the real.
I think the
Was there a dead bird
implication.
along the way?
Yeah.
I think the implied meaning is something more of like a moral lesson being learned,
Okay.
but we'll accept
Okay.
factual based things.
Okay.
So I will accept what you have said.
Okay.
So you get 3 XP total,
Okay.
and keep. I'm not going to make you decide now,
It's
but everyone keep in mind that I'm going to go back
Left.
around to see
Oh,
if anyone wants to
got it.
change their problem, pride, iconic item, or relationship. Jacob, did
Yes.
you participate in the session?
Yes.
Okay, that's 1 XP. Have you been in trouble because of your problem or relationships?
I don't think so. No.
Did you use or struggle with your pride?
I would say in my posting with Freak, if we're playing computer chess, and my pride is that I'm undefeated at chess master, then yes.
I'll take it.
All right. I didn't even think about that. You just made me pick a game, and I saw it written down. So
Did you put yourself at risk for the other kids?
yes.
And have you learned something new?
I
If so, what?
say that Chip is kind of probably the first time, it's being so much into like computers and all that kind of stuff, and think they're all super cool. This is probably the first time he's actually seen it used for something that's like weird or evil or scary. So I think maybe he's learned a lesson that Elon Musk is an evil piece of shit. I mean,
Yeah.
You could say it.
that technology can be used for bad things.
Okay. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4 XP for you. Blast.
Nice.
Did you participate in the session?
No, not at all.
No.
Yes, I would say yes.
Agreed.
Have you been in trouble because of your problem or relationships?
No.
Did you use or struggle with your pride?
Yeah, he's my new EP. I kept trying to show it off to everyone. I mean, no one really wanted to listen, especially not Pear. But you know what? I made him listen anyway.
I'll take it. Did you put yourself at risk?
Did.
And did you learn something new?
Learned, maybe it's okay if other people don't like my music.
That's big.
That is big.
Big for a 14-year-old.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, as long as I can use it
I
to
know a
distract them,
15-year-old
then
doesn't
it's
like that.
useful.
Yeah.
And I mean, especially that dude in the ship. I mean, man, got me down hard when I was trying to help him out with his love life.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, I'll write a story about her going to hell and coming back and all this. I mean, yeah,
Gunner's back home now, so you still can.
I
All right,
could.
that's 4 XP for you.
All right.
Ingela, did you participate in this?
I believe I did.
I believe you did too. Have you been in trouble because of your problem or relationships?
I have not.
Did you use or struggle with your pride?
I'm not really sure how that works.
What is your pride?
Oh, like I have a pride.
Uh-huh.
It's like somewhere around there.
It's under your problem.
Oh, yeah, I did use. Yeah,
What's your pride?
I help other people.
Okay, we'll take it. So, did you put yourself at risk?
Yeah,
And have you learned something new?
I learned that not all people are bad, and not all not all animals are good.
Okay. So that's 4 XP. Good job. Mark that down on your sheet. Jackie, did you participate in the session?
I do believe.
Okay. Have you been in trouble because of your problem or relationships?
No.
Did you use or struggle with your pride?
I did use it. Mine is that people trust me quickly, and I feel like I succeeded in that with both Maj, because I think I was the first one to go forward and say something when she was wielding a knife at us.
I'll accept that. Did you put yourself at risk?
Yeah, because
Sure did. Have you learned something new?
have I learned something new? No, honestly, I don't think so.
Okay, no, that's fair. So 3 XP for you.
All right. And do our luck points reset after every session?
They do. Unless you have a birthday,
Oh, right.
in which case they might. Nickel,
Me.
did you participate in the session?
Yes.
Have you been in trouble because of your problem or your relationship?
No. I don't think so. Well, for standing up to the teacher, maybe a little bit. Detention, maybe.
I think
Okay.
that was as during the course of this particular mystery.
Oh, this particular.
Yeah.
No.
Did you use or struggle with your pride?
No.
What is your pride?
I stood up to a teacher. I don't know. That's what it says on my sheet.
Yep, that's your pride. I don't think you did use it.
No.
Struggle with it. Did you put yourself at risk to the other kids?
Yes.
Have you learned something new?
Pigeons are pretty cool.
You didn't already think so?
Well, okay, maybe not. Maybe my character didn't realize they were cool, but they are cool. They're little guys. Yeah.
So that's 1, 2, 3 XP for you.
Yeah.
Could I change my
No. Change it.
my problem?
Well, that's my next thing we're going to do. Aaron. Aaron,
What?
would you like to change your problem, pride, iconic item, or relationship?
Lucky puppies.
I don't even understand my pride. So
What is your pride?
it says I know something secret about the loop, but no one will believe me
Oh, why haven't you told us?
because I don't even know what that is.
About birds,
Aaron doesn't
because
know what
you
that
used
is.
it.
I don't know,
You know what the loop is. The loop is
Yeah.
the particles.
Collider.
but I don't know what I would know special about it that no one else.
What do you
Am I
think
just
about
supposed to make it up? Oh, I didn't know. Okay.
They use human babies to
Oh
accelerate
my
particles.
god. Yeah. Hell
Accelerate
yeah.
babies, not particles.
Ah.
No, please don't accelerate the baby.
Yeah.
They need the big round head to make sure they go into the tube.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That's why you use Canadian babies.
But you can always,
Yeah.
Baby.
Look at the baby.
you can always select a new one if you like.
Well,
Lucky puppies.
now that I realize I can just kind of try to make something up, maybe I'll play with that.
Well, the book gives suggestions.
Oh, see, I didn't know that. Okay. That's why I'm like, is there some secret you can tell me that I'm supposed to know?
You're the weirdo,
Yeah.
right?
Freak.
Like,
Are you a weirdo?
I am.
Yes.
I can make it up. Like the loop's made out of marshmallows.
Marshmallow.
The prides in here are not.
Secret.
Oh, did you come up with your own? How did you get that pride? Are you sure that's your pride?
I
It's
wouldn't.
not listed
I
as a
promise
pride.
I would not make that
It's not
up.
listed as
I
a
wouldn't make
pride.
up something that I don't understand.
That's not listed
Is
as a
it-
pride.
Is
I mean,
it
that's what
a,
religion is, right?
is it something else that got put in the wrong spot? You know, is it a problem or
I don't know where.
a drive?
I'm looking.
You could say like there was a tiny black hole accidentally there like last year, and they covered it up to keep operating. Some mystery, secret thing.
I think you made up a lot of stuff.
Let's see.
Yeah, you must have made it up because, or gotten it from somewhere because, like,
Stop
Okay.
getting gaslighted.
a pet ferret is not one of the iconic items listed.
Okay.
So you must have found it somewhere or made it up
I
somewhere.
did. I got it off of this thing right here with all of the different.
And you got it off of Weirdo.
You'll find
It's
it.
different from the book then. 'Cause the book says
Does
like
he need to go outside?
pet rat.
Maybe.
The two prides in the book are either you're gay or that your
What?
mom says that you're beautiful.
It's not that you're gay, it's that you're not heterosexual.
That's true. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're not
big
heterosexual.
difference.
I like pans.
Good.
For,
a weird
especially for
kink,
cooking.
but do you, I guess.
That's the first thing I heard when someone said
Yeah.
oh, pansexual.
Oh, pans. Oh,
Until I
yes.
finally learned what it meant.
But
It's like, oh, that
I
makes
was like,
way more
pansexual.
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel accepted. That's
Yeah.
nice. But
I came across this. It was a little cheat sheet for each one of them,
Right?
and so this was weirdo, and so right down here, and
I
it
do
said
have
right
a
there,
lot
it
of fondness
said
for my
pride,
big
and right there's where I got it.
I like my little one better.
So unless there's different
Well,
versions of the
I
book,
have three.
And this must have just been like a supplementary thing that they
I
would
found
do.
it on like Reddit.
Okay.
Well, I
Somebody
put
had
a lot
had a
of-
nice thing. Oh, that's a nice little summary. and It gives me a nice little way to build this character out.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
So I-
Which I mean, valid.
so they got rid of.
Nobody's safe.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So that's how I stepped through the building of my characters with that.
Would you like for me to? You want to keep that pride, and you want me to come up with something as far as what the secret is?
Yes.
Okay. I will surprise that for you, but I'll come up with that.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, Chip. How about you? Change anything?
Can I answer next session?
No.
Okay, then no.
Yes.
Then yeah. What?
Okay.
Not right now. No. Maybe later.
Class.
I think I'm good where I'm at.
You're doing all right. Okay. Ingela?
In my description, what does demonstrative mean in
What is it listed under?
description?
You mansplain.
That's a little too close to my personality.
Yeah.
What, demonstrative, generous people pleaser? Yeah. I might want to change
Oh.
that so I feel like I'm playing
That's-
someone else.
yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I agree, says the guy who's playing a computer geek.
Yeah.
Oh,
Who understands that? I guess farmers.
Oh, that I think I know what that is. Because I created most of these characters, so I just randomly selected. I rolled for it in one of the enneagrams, and that's the one that you got when I rolled for it.
Is it a 2?
I actually don't remember.
Yeah, because this is a 2. for sure.
Then it's
Yeah, it's two for sure.
I randomly rolled a
Number
2.
two.
What are you? Oh, I thought you meant you knew it. but-
Enneagrams. Basically, a zodiac science for psychologists.
It's astrology for people who want to pretend that it's real.
Yeah.
Which I guess is regular astrology.
Astrology.
Yeah.
It's like the zodiac. It's something that I find interesting. I don't necessarily believe in it.
Yeah,
But I
I mean,
think
it's
it's
more accurate
fun.
than star signs or anything.
It's
I would
interesting.
say there's something to it.
Yeah,
It's
it's at
interesting
least
to
a
take the
personality
test, but then you take the
you know?
test another
Right.
day and get a completely different answer,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
why it's kind of.
I usually take drugs and then retake the test and see what kind of answer I get on.
Oh my
Cocaine
God.
versus Smack versus
That is
PCP.
actually an idea. Yeah. I'm not
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm
Out of all the ideas, that was one of them.
That is certainly one.
Yeah.
So no,
We're fine.
you want to change anything? Okay, Jackie.
Could I change my problem? Because mine's kind of lame right
Sure.
now.
Yeah,
Could I change it to something like she has a fear of tetanus, like rusty metal? Is that okay for a problem, or should it be something a little bit?
I mean,
like,
haven't you
big?
had your tetanus shot?
It's the 80s. Did they have tetanus shots?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Polio vaccine came around that time, right?
It was way back in the
Yeah.
No,
Makes
that's
sense.
most of the problem. In fact, all of the problems.
Nice.
Like 98% of the problems are all based around another person in the kid's life.
Oh.
So
Yeah. She
yeah,
was referring someone named tetanus.
someone named Tetanus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tetanus cure heart.
My family found out that I was together with Jackie R, and they're still like not talking to me really.
Little did you
That
know, that's
doesn't
the
sound like
reason
a
they
problem.
fled the country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your parents are unsupportive of your relationship choices.
Yes.
Or relationship, not choices. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can word it something like that. Like
Yeah.
your parents aren't supportive.
Parents are
of you.
uber
Just don't
religious.
understand.
Oh wait, that's mine.
Parents just don't understand, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, that'd be fine. You can change it.
Cool.
Nickel. Change your name to Dime.
No. I don't think I want to make any
You gotta level
changes.
up.
Level up.
Level up to a dime.
Yeah.
I'm gonna change my iconic item. I don't know how I can use this ferret.
Yeah.
I can think
You
of
know
a few
how to
ways.
use your banana? Well, let me tell
Yeah.
you.
You ever seen the movie Beefmaster?
Oh!
That is,
Oh,
Togo, Togo.
it'll show you exactly what you can
That's
do.
right.
I was gonna talk about
He had a
They can
Sarah
steal
Ferris in Kodo and
keys, they
Photo.
can-
what's
yeah.
this
That
sport
were
called?
like
Well, I
the
thought my
old-
idea was that I was using the
Drop
sneak in and
ferrets
grab
down
something, but I don't know that it's
No.
highly trainable.
Are you
if that's
serious?
feasible.
Yeah.
So
Are
I'm
these
thinking I
pet
probably gotta find
ferrets
something.
or-
Probably not.
Beefmaster did have more of a magical connection.
Damn.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and I don't know
Is that why you're
ferrets. I've never owned a ferret,
trap a ferret?
but I don't know how trainable they are. They seem
Wow.
they are.
Oh
They're
my
mo-
goodness.
they're more like a dog than a cat because cats aren't
Nuts.
trainable.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least
You
it
can train
was.
It might just be called like trouser.
You can
ferret.
tell
I did
teach a cat to
something,
fetch.
yeah.
Yeah.
A trouser
Yeah.
ferret.
Well,
I mean,
It would take a long
Yeah.
time.
yeah.
What
Totally.
you cannot teach a
That's
cat to
very
fetch
good.
that doesn't already like to fetch. But if the cat has a predisposition to want to fetch, then yes, you can absolutely instill that you can make it a
It's just hard. to
I've
change.
never met a young cat that wouldn't fetch.
They might not bring it back to you though. That's
No,
the-
they-
Yeah.
No,
Really?
they'll-
I've had many cats, but not every cat that I've had have wanted to be a fetcher.
I've only had two.
Some
that
of them
actually
have.
got
I've
stuff
never had a cat
only
that
had one that didn't
did
stick
anything
around.
that they did not want to do and would not do what I wanted them to do. Just-
Yeah,
We're
cats are
dogs
really
that are
stubborn.
trained-
Where dogs, I can say sit and stay. Cat will go
Yeah.
F you and move on.
Cats are absolutely harder to train than dogs, and you have to train them in a different way than dogs
Well,
because they have different things that they respond to.
so is a ferret more like a
desires.
cat or more like a dog?
I would say that ferrets are
It's
probably more like cats in training.
That's what I thought. So that's why I'm like, I probably don't want to have a ferret because I'm not going to be able to say, go sneak and get the key so we can get out. Like, I'm
Right.
probably that's not going to
Right.
You
roll.
could train a talking pigeon.
Yeah.
It dies in a couple of
I
days.
just learned
Oh
a literal
Jesus.
banana.
Huh?
Yeah.
Because that way, you know,
Yes.
somebody's
Oh, a small gun.
glucose is low.
I mean,
Yeah.
you are a
or
weird
I mean, it's kind of like
Yeah.
Somebody slip and fall.
It's kind of like Popeye with the skin of spinach, except it's
Right.
you with a banana.
You
Yeah.
like squeeze it off and then it pops out. Hello.
Yeah.
Well, this says I could use a
Yeah.
drawing pad and pencil, and I'm like, I could see me just doing and doodling things, and occasionally that'd be a way for us to record
Or
something,
even
like, help us
or
come up
take
with
notes,
plans
or if I'm
or
trying to
something.
make a schematic to help him later,
no,
or
that
something
would
like
be
that
super
seems much more
useful.
useful.
Like drawing pad.
Drawing
pad
Carry
and
around
pencil.
with you. That'd be fun.
Little moleskin with a pencil that tucks in.
I changed my problem to parents are cold and unsupportive, impossible to please.
Yes.
Oof.
Yep.
Aaron.
Just like me. Jasper,
What?
Real dads do.
I'm cold and unsupportive. And
Yeah.
So you know
Yeah.
what
That's what
Swedish
my real
food?
dads
I
to remind me.
I guess it
Oh, yeah,
grew on me.
parents. I feel like writing.
what was
And
it?
then
I didn't feel like writing the whole thing out about
Aaron,
the religious parents.
You're
Oh.
going to
So I just put my
drawing
dad's
pad,
first
right?
name.
Which is what?
Harvey.
Okay. Oh, is that like your real dad?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And so,
That's
what do you do with the
said
ferret?
Wait, are your parents super
Kill it,
religious?
or how do you
Yeah.
take care of that thing?
Is that why you're named Christian?
Give it to your neighbor.
No, it was like my
Give it to my neighbor.
great
Maybe
grandpa's
that'll
name.
make it come out of
Okay.
the shell a
Alrighty.
little bit.
Well,
But,
He's a turtle.
What
He
religion?
had a
are
little.
they?
My neighbor's a turtle.
He's a dwarf forger. So yeah, he's kind of a
Okay.
turtle.
I mean,
What are you doing now?
It's typing and drawing.
yeah,
that.
I was
And
gonna
there's-
say, they're
Good, now
they're
what?
not- They don't suck to hang out with. But other than
Well,
that,
we
all
got
those
15 minutes.
parents-
The next part of this overarching campaign is
What's he
called
barking about?
Is he making a
Grown-Up
playful
Attraction.
sound?
He
Road attraction.
Whoa.
That sounds like a
Goodness,
dangerous.
Oh,
Ooh.
yikes.
Yeah,
he's
we're
being funny.
kids, dude.
What? What? It's okay. Let him play and be happy.
Like the
Oh,
grown-ups
he
are
can't, so,
attracted
like,
to
I'm
each
gonna play
other,
with him for a
please.
second.
It is cold and windy on the islands, and the rain seems to
Even in
fall
midsummer?
sideways. Even though what?
Even though it's midsummer.
Not anymore.
He's
Oh,
being so
well,
cute.
it's winter
Look at
now?
video of him.
Oh, okay.
Dark clouds blow across the sky and mighty thunderstorms rage in the area. The leaves are colored red, yellow, and orange and lie in banks on the ground. There are puddles everywhere with earthworms and frogs contained therein. And the birds fly south, at least the ones still alive, in an arrow-shaped formations. The classroom smells of wet clothes and the lessons seem to never end. During breaks, students stand in groups shivering or go exploring on many paths between bare trees. In gym class, children are forced outside to practice orienteering or running.
Sorry. That
You got excited?
yeah, because I learned how to do the orienteering races in Sweden, and it was so fun.
Everyday
They
life
take
goes
physical
on.
health
Work
really
and school,
seriously.
breakfast and supper, brushing the teeth, and alarm bells ringing. By the way, any adult that you tried to share your story with about the birds didn't believe you.
Even though
Um,
people got attacked and killed.
Yeah, but that happens sometimes.
People died.
Yeah.
Children
Say
are
hi.
poked.
Weird
Yeah,
things
go on,
happen.
like,
Weird things happen.
Children get poked to
Um,
death. I mean,
They're,
hacked to
they're
death.
chemical
Tides go in,
spill,
tides go out. You can't explain
you
that.
know, swamp gas, you know.
Swamp gas. Oh my god.
You're talking about pear again, aren't you?
The days become shorter and darker, and the cold makes everyone don caps and gloves,
In August?
spinning bike wheels,
in
way
August?
up mud and rainwater.
Like the
It's
I mean,
north.
yeah,
I know, but
It's like north of Canada.
yeah.
I
It's
mean,
Yeah, but they've got the
I
Gulf
was in
Stream.
Stockholm in
Yeah,
August. It was
This
We'll
is
make
an
it full.
this is
It's
an
fine.
alternative.
Sorry.
Alternative.
This is an
Sweden,
alternative
and
Right,
then
right.
19.
This alternative universe, global cooling is actually happening in this universe.
That makes
Yeah.
a lot of sense. Thank you.
Yeah, it's sucking all the energy out of the environment to run the loop.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well,
Or
and,
the pole
like-
shifted and it's
Yeah,
farther
for your
north
banana.
now.
Oh yeah, of course.
In September, well, in September, October, temperatures
Don't tell
range-
range that my friend gave you his banana.
Okay.
are like 5
I
to
let
10
him
degrees
borrow mine.
Actually, you can
Celsius.
tell him anything, but oh yeah, there you go.
Does anyone have a birthday?
Mine was back in June.
Yours had just happened, so you're good.
It had just happened.
What-
Okay.
What
So
month are
anyone
we
in July, August, September? All right, so no birthdays.
I wish we could do it like the Simpsons style, where it just like the episode happens any time of year, but they're always the same age. You know what I mean?
There are some games like that, yeah. So I never want to hear that idea again. Keep it to yourself next time.
What's up with the dreidel?
Aw, that's
It's a
great.
I
joystick
made you out of
for an Atari.
Okay, well, you can see my
It's- yeah,
confusion.
it's two Yeah.
joysticks, please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When two joysticks really loud.
Yes, they do.
Well, you kids, you survived your first mystery.
Yay!
Well, you kind of
Most of us
automatically
did.
survived since you can't die in this game, but
Well,
You can't if you try hard
That
enough.
sounds like a challenge.
you successfully saved the remaining birds, and you ended Gunner's spree of scientific madness, and God knows where it's going to lead now in this second part of a 4-part adventure.
Ooh, nice.
Sounds
Yeah,
like
basically there are 4 parts of this whole overarching thing,
Are
each one taking place
seasons?
in the 4 seasons. Yeah, so summer
Nice.
first, then autumn, then winter, and then
Wow.
spring.
Nice.
So you can hold on to my banana
Can't
if
be
you
placed
want.
in Philly
I'm not having a parent.
Oh, yeah.
Alright.
before seasons.
We can give him the book.
Oh,
Yes.
Oh, yeah. What is your new?
it's a pad, a paper.
Drawing pad.
Perfect.
Oh, do you got a little thing?
No,
Yeah.
I feel like Harry
But-
Potter.
Yes.
I'll make tough gloves.
So next time, I guess in 2 weeks.
Alright.
Awesome.
Wait,
I will be gone.
Oh yeah, you guys are gonna be gone, aren't you?
no, we'll be back.
Are you sure?
No, wait, we leave a week from Monday.
We'll be back.
Wait, Saturday is.
Right, so we'll be here next weekend, but we won't be here the weekend after that.
I won't be here the weekend after that, but I won't be